bring back plenty of firepower on the defensive end of the ball. Juniors Johnny Dickerson and John Niemers look to be the stars of this year's defense with a combined 83 tackles last season. Co-head coach Isaac Schaefer comments on how St. Edmund looks.
And like you said, they're decently sized on the front line and their skill guys. So the thing we got to do is obviously know our fundamentals, and obviously for defense-wise, know for like cover two and all that, know who we have and who we don't have, what's our zones, what we got to watch, and cues and all that, what we don't have to. So with that, but Ben, they have obviously more experience than us, but I'm not going to use that as an excuse for what's going to happen and what could possibly happen for them or us.
I think for the Rockets tonight, a key is going to be early in the game. So many young guys playing. Yes, they scrimmaged at Woodbine last week, but a scrimmage much different than a regular season game. So I think if they come out and play well early, look for the Rockets to have a good ball game tonight. Can't struggle early in that game. Other games in 8-man District 1 tonight. Kingsley Pearson's at GTRA. It'll be Harris Lake Park entertaining Remsen St. Mary's. New Alfonda goes to West Bend Mallard. River Valley also at Boyer Valley, and West Harrison tonight is entertaining at Siouxland Christian. Audubon and Southeast Warren play for the second straight year, this time with both teams coming off week 0 losses. They both played in an 8-man showcase in Martinsville last Saturday and fell to playoff quality teams. Wheeler head coach Sean Burke says it was good to get a game under their belt, but they will see it.
At New Way Ford in Coon Rapids and New Way Auto in Jefferson, we make your vehicle buying experience stress-free. Our sales team will help determine your vehicle needs with options and features that you desire. Our finance team will explain financing terms and options best for each customer. Our service team is always here for you, from our Oil Changes for Life program to our exclusive warranty forever. We work to keep your New Way vehicle going long after the sale. Stop by and let our family help yours get into the next car, truck, or SUV.
DMAC's 11,000 square foot expansion is done. It features a state-of-the-art welding lab and classroom. Students can learn on their schedule a variety of welding techniques and methods now available on the DMAC Carroll campus. The expansion also includes a brand new commons area that features study spaces and will host many events, including guest speakers. With this new space, students can easily access one-on-one support from advisors and counselors. To make your educational goals a reality, come see our expansion today or call us at 792-1755.
And get that D end and outside linebacker hook.
Now, Glidden Ralston head coach Craig Lynch back after a few years away from the game, but he has experience against Coach Moore in Coon Rapids Bayard, but expects some new wrinkles.
Last year he did quite a bit of a mix. We played him JV last year, of course, and they mixed a little bit of both ends. So again, I think you got to be prepared for both. I think that's what A-player football has kind of become. You got to have some flexibility anymore to be able to spread it out, even spread it to run it.
The game will be played tomorrow night again down at Valley Stadium. You can hear it on 93.7 at KKRL. Nick Brinks, Nate Graven going to have the call. You can also watch and listen to the game on the Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network YouTube channel. So again, go to YouTube, search Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network tomorrow night to pull that game up. Other games in 8-man District 10 tonight. It'll be Griswold at Exire-Elkhorn, Kimballton, Fremont Mills Tabor at Caminita, and Woodbine entertaining East Mills. Don't forget, we've got the New Way Auto Group scoreboard show coming up for you tonight, 10 to midnight on Kick 106.7 and on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM. We've got Casey Miners, our host this year, and Drew Derrickson back this week to help out with the show as well. And again, we're going to send it out now to our games coming up. We'll be back with the Mackey Motors at pregame show. That'll be coming up again with Tom Hawkamp and Doug Waniger on KCI with Kuemper LoMa. Nick Brinks, Terry Kaspabauer on KKRL with Carol Att Dennis and Schleswig and Jeff Hundle joining me up in Lake City for South Central Calhoun ESAC on Kick 106.7. Thanks for tuning into the Brinks Exterior Preview Show. Mackey Motors pregame coming up next here on the Carroll Broadcasting Sports Network.
Mackey Motors has been serving Lake City and the surrounding areas for over 50 years, and our number one goal is customer satisfaction. Whether you come in to purchase a new Chevy Buick or certified used vehicle from our knowledgeable sales team, get an oil change in our top-of-the-line Quick Lube, need a tune-up from our service department, or even need some detailed body work done in our state-of-the-art facility, we are always making sure you, the customer, are our number one concern.
Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City.
It's common to feel overwhelmed when it comes to insurance, so you need to have an agent you can understand. At Roselle Mutual, we know how to be the insurance agent you want. Count on us to personally guide you and recommend the coverage that best fits your needs and budget. We know there are choices when it comes to insurance companies, and that's why we work to earn your respect and trust. It takes teamwork to succeed. At Roselle Mutual, we have the experience and knowledge you need on your team. Roselle Mutual, a partner of Grinnell Mutual. Call 792-4525 or stop in today.
Mackey Motors, a pregame show here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM at KCIM. Jeff Blankman joined here today by Ryan Steinkamp, the head coach for the Kuemper Knights, as they open up the season here tonight against the LoMa Panthers at home. And, Coach, as always, good to catch up with you.
Absolutely, Jeff. Thanks for having me.
Coach, not that I've been trying to put too much pressure on you or your staff or the kids this year, but I've been telling everybody that I talk to that I really expect a really good year out of you guys this year. I get the sense in talking to you, there's a confidence with this group. It's a quiet confidence, but there's a confidence.
Yeah, we return a lot of guys from last year's squad. Some of those guys have played since they're sophomores, and we have a good senior class that has been great leaders for us. So, for us, a lot of it is we're focusing on us. We're focusing on little details, things that we can control. And I've been happy with the progress we're making so far this preseason.
You guys happy with what you saw in the scrimmage last weekend?
Yeah, it was good. We had our depth chart a little bit. We rotated guys a lot, because we want to see what guys could do against another starting groups. Every service we kind of rotated and sprinkled guys in, and got some good feedback. And we're just being honest with kids about where we are, what we got to work on, and things like that. Depth chart things and stuff. So it was good. The kids have really embraced that, and we're focused on the team and how everybody can contribute to the team.
Second year as the head coach. This year you finally get to open up at home. What's the feeling like for you?
It's kind of exciting. We have Friday. And we were talking as an admin team about should we do a red gold day, and I was like, yes, it's Kuemper Pride Day. It's first home football game. Let's do it. So yeah, it'll be fun to open up at home for the first time.
Coach, you guys going to be taking on a LoMa Panther team traditionally very, very strong in the Class A, 1A range. Last year you guys went over there. They were big. They were physical. Probably not quite so big this year, but they're still going to be very physical. What are you expecting to see from them?
They're a team that, they don't rebuild each year. They just keep reloading. I mean, they're so well coached. They run that offense that, three running backs. They want to run the ball. They set you up good and play action. The linemen fire out. They play with great effort. They're just, very, very well ran program overall.
Coach, you mentioned them wanting to run the football. That's going to put some pressure on your defensive line and stuff. I think you've got a really good one in Evan Adams. What's the D-line look like? How do you feel like you guys match up there?
The D-line's been doing good. Evans, our strong, one of our strongest kids. He's been doing a nice job. We know that, they might look to run away from him sometimes. So we're focusing on those other spots. And, we got a few guys we're going to rotate in, give guys breaks. So, that LoMa O-line will wear you a little bit. So they start putting a drive together. We have other guys ready to kind of rotate in, step up and stuff. So, but other than that, Evan's done a great job. He'll be playing both sides of the ball for us this year, and we're excited to see what he can do and what the rest of the D-line can do as well.
Is the key to stopping them and slowing them down the D-line, or is it the linebackers being able to fill the gaps?
I think it's a little more linebackers fill the gaps. I mean, D-line, they can only do so much, and you got, 6-7 guys blocking you and whatnot. The linebackers really got to get off blocks and fill the gaps. And, we got to do your assignment. Each linebacker has a rule that they need to follow. And, if one guy messes up, we lose contain or we get sealed. It creates seams after the D-line did their job. Watching film from last year, I thought the D-line really did a good job. And one thing we got to improve is the backers' flow and assignments. And we've been emphasizing a lot this year on that. And the kids are understanding and doing a pretty good job of it.
You guys talented on the offensive side of the ball, got a ton of skill guys that can put pressure on a defense. How do you use everybody that you have this year on the offensive side?
That's a great question. We've been rotating guys a lot, getting a lot of guys reps, and putting a couple of guys at different positions just to see what they can do and mix it up a little bit too. So I think that's one thing that's going to help this year, not just this first game, but throughout the season is, with things that come about is, our depth and our confidence in each other. Our kids are playing confident. They're competing for those, those rotating spots, starting spots, and things like that too. So that part is exciting to think about.
As far as the offense goes, are we going to see you guys continue to really focus on run the football, or will you guys throw it a little bit more this season?
Oh, it's going to be a little bit what the defense gives us. If we have to pass a little more, we're confident in that too. We obviously want to establish the run game first. We have a couple backs this year that are back. Having Logan Stephen back is great. Chris Moore, Tavenami is back too. So having those guys back there is great. And you got quarterbacks that can run too. So we're confident in kind of either one of them, and we'll take what the defense gives us and just keep moving the chains. That's our goal.
Any chance we see all three of those guys in the backfield at the same time?
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
So they're fast, they're a physical team. So I expect them to bring pressure again. They're not going to.
And Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
Teams go unnoticed because they're part of the game. So we kind of talk to kids about that, in our kicking game, about being disciplined, doing the little things, about how every play matters and every person on those matters. Where if a kid is on special teams, that should be an honor to them because they're on the field and they have a chance to make an impact on the game.
What are you hoping to see tonight from this ball club besides the win?
Discipline's a big one. We can't have mental errors, whether it's a missed assignment or a bad penalty or not. We just got to play discipline and play hard. I trust our kids. I love our kids. They play with great energy and effort. We just got to make sure we're focused and disciplined and make sure we're playing strong between the ears.
Well, Coach, as always, appreciate you joining us here in the pregame. Looking forward to catching up with you for the New Way Forward Scoreboard Show following the game, and, of course, the MC Country Cafe Coaches Show on Saturday morning.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Jeff. Appreciate it.
You bet. Head coach Ryan Steinkamp again with the Kuemper Knights. They're hosting LoMa here on 1380 AM, 95.1 FM, KCIM, or the Mackey Motors pregame. Tomahawk App, Doug Waniger. They'll have the call coming up for you next.
From footings to framing to finish, for farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Potable, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Someone you can rely, who's always on your side. That's why there's Nationwide. That's why there's Nationwide. Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, Columbus, Ohio.
With so much to protect each day, Greteman & Associates is here to help you find the right coverage that fits your life. Call 712-792-5050 or visit Greteman.com to learn more.
And welcome to the box as we've got action for you here this evening. I'm Tom Hawkap along with Doug Waniger.
Things working?
I think we're on the air. They're just trying to make sure we had the final little switch move there. I think we're good to go. We'll check in with Casey quick and make sure everything's good to go. They say it's like riding a bus, but the bus sometimes has too much electronics for me to, more like a bus than a bike, I guess, is what I was
I'm with you.
for.
There's a reason I don't do play-by-play for Carroll Broadcasting is I can't figure out the technology as we're getting ready to get this ball game started.
Beautiful night, 76 degrees, light breeze. LoMa in town to open up the season against Kuemper, and they're lined up, ready to go. They're going to kick this thing off early.
Yeah, we didn't get any pregame talk. They cut us off a little bit on that, Tom.
This is a short hop. It's going to be taken by one of the up men, trying to find a seam, no place to go. And wiggling in was Kobe Lampman.
Yeah, Kobe's
the ball be set at the 30.
Kobe's one of the many very athletic kids we've got on this team. When you look at this lineup, Tom, it excites me to see how many athletes we've got on this team that are going to make this a potentially very dangerous Kuemper squad.
Well, the Knights have offense first. They chose it. Trying to see what they can do. They'll start on the 31.
Got DJ Vanami starting at quarterback this year.
Pistol formation, handoff up the middle. Cross the 35, and taken down is Siebenaller. So a nice opening run of about 5 yards on that opening play.
Really good to see Logan back in the lineup. You know, he was a senior, he had that hip injury last year, Tom, and didn't get to play much and just wasn't able to be effective, had surgery, came back, had a great baseball season, and great to see him out here on the football field.
Well, they'll clean out the backfield, put a man in motion. That's Siebenaller. Hand him to him. It'll be a sweep to the right side, bounces off one man, gets around the corner. He's at the 45, across the 50. He'll be swung around and thrown out of bounds. They're going to say he touched out at the 49. He was thrown down around the 35, but it will be a first down for the Knights, and a nice pickup there of about 12.
Yeah, big run by Logan Siebenaller. We saw already is how elusive he is, the ability to get outside. A couple of good downfield blocks by his offensive lineman, and the Knights are in business at the 49-yard line of Logan Magnolia.
So into Logan Magnolia territory, the Knights work from the near hash mark. They go with the hard count. We've got movement up front, and a flag does fly.
Looks like the left side defensive end jumped off sides. It's going to be a free 5-yard gain for the Knights, first penalty of the year.
So that's what it'll be, 5-yard penalty on LoMa. Now, LoMa is a team that went last year 9-2, but they lost a lot of players. Brody West, Carter Edney, Gavin McGuire, guys that really took up the offense for that team, so they're looking to replace those, but they've got some big guys out there. 66 on the left edge here. Here's DJ Vanami running the option. He's going to shake through one guy, dive forward, and that's going to be a pickup of about 4 yards on the keeper for Vanami.
Nice play, nice decision by DJ as he kept that pitch, tucked it inside, picked up 3. You got to remember we started 1st and 5, so we only need 2 now for the first down.
Here's a quick look at that offense for you. Up front, you got Mason Roy, Kyle Sundrup, Connor Hayes, Will Healy, Evan Adams. Behind him, DJ Vanami's your quarterback. Chris Moore and Logan Siebenaller will be splitting the duties as the running back. Kobe Lampman out as wide receiver along with Trevor Ryle. As here's a drop back, throw over to Siebenaller. It was the right idea, maybe just a little miscommunication in the background. Vanami trying to lead Siebenaller to give him a running start, and he was probably going to have 10 or 12 yards on that if he could catch it.
Yeah, I think it would have been more than that, and he just led him a little bit too much. Number 10, Jed Lake, was the only one out there to defend him, and I like my chances with Logan. You know, we noticed we got Siebenaller back. Another kid we got back in the lineup this year is Chris Moore. Chris got hurt midway in the season last year and missed a good part of the season as well.
3rd and 2 up the middle. They've got the first down. The ball comes out, but I think Siebenaller able to hop back on it on the 31-yard line. So it'll be a pickup of 10 and a first down, but oh, so close to ending the drive.
You know, we talked all year about early in the year anyway, about how small the Knights were this year, or smaller than we've been in the past, Tom. But the good news is Logan's smaller than we are, so our line's really controlling the front of the line of scrimmage for Logan Magnolia.
Really only a couple guys on that LoMa defense that add up, and they keep moving them around. Here's almost a 6-man front as Vanami keeps it, trying to sweep around the left side. They faked it to the right side, and there's no room for Vanami to go. He'll go out of bounds and lose a yard on the play.
Really good pursuit by Logan on that play. They stretched it out. Logan Magnolia did, and Evan Roden, the young sophomore, weighs 179 pounds, coming up from that cornerback position, made a nice play defensively.
Logan Magnolia's got Dalton Pitt, Rex Meeker, and Grant Bricks across the front. One other guy filling in. Looks like that's 34, Calvin Collins, dropping up to the front here. Here's Siebenaller over to the left side. He's got blockers, dives. We'll see how many they give him. It's going to be 3 or 4. We'll give him 3 on that one, just getting to the edge. Quick play. But you can see Logan Magnolia stacking that line. They've got 3 men back. It'd be about time. Got to be watched for the blitz here, and we're probably in 4-down territory, knowing Coach Steinkamp.
Yeah, I think we are. We've got a very good field goal kicker, Tom, but we're out there a little far yet.
Time flies, but I think this is his 3rd season?
Steinkamp, yeah, absolutely.
You think I know? Oh, it looks like a holding call going to be called in the backfield. The pass sails long over the head of Lampman going down the right sideline. We'll wait and see on the call, but where it was at.
Yeah, I think if DJ had that one back, he'd love to look over the middle. He missed his tight end, Max Pedig, coming across the middle, coming from east to west, wide open on about the 20-yard line. I didn't see who the hold was on. Did you see it, Tom?
No, just back there in a pile of guys is where it was called.
Ben Gherkin checks into the lineup for the Knights.
So it's 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Ends up being like a 14-yard penalty. Brings the ball back to the 45-yard line. Benami looked over, got a play call.
You know, Coach was talking about the one thing they wanted to do. He talked a lot about discipline and cleaning up the mistakes. And, you know, we've already almost had a fumble on this drive, and then, of course, the penalty there. Those are the things that we've got to avoid.
They'll put a man in motion. That's Siebenaller. They're going to give it to him. He's trying to find a seam. And on 3rd down, he'll get to the 41-yard line. So a pickup of about 4 for Siebenaller, and then we'll see. Looks like we'll see a punt team come out.
Yeah, it's 4th in about 3 weeks here. So Chris Bohr back in the lineup again. He's a punter last year. He was leading the area, or at least I think maybe even the state for a while in punting average. So he's got a very, very good leg. We don't need that full leg right now as we want to try to pin him down deep, punting from our own 42.
He's going to send this one towards the rec center. He got a good boot on it. It's going to kick at the 10 and out of bounds around the 3-yard line. We'll wait to see where they mark it, but they'll say the 4-yard line. So what a punt. He sent the spiral. It kicked sideways from the 10 out of play. So after the punt, LoMa comes out on offense with their backs to their goal line. Scoreless contest, 8:14 to play here in the first quarter. Tom Hawkamp along with Doug Waniger for you. And Doug, they're in the one spot I can't see on the field
here,
right now.
Let me slide over so you can see a little bit better from this booth up here. It's really difficult to see, but it's funny how this game's starting out. It was very similar last year when the Knights were playing down at Logan Magnolia. We were backed up against our own goal line, and I remember we had a punt blocked, and I don't think it got recovered for a touchdown, but that's how the game started out.
You have Adams, Pruitt, Sundrup, and Healy across the front here for the Knights. Behind them, Simons, Pedig, and Moore in that 4-3 look. Hausman and Bass are your cornerbacks. Ryle and Siebenaller are your safeties. They're going to pound this one right up the middle behind their big center, and he's going to bring it out to about they'll say the 8-yard line. So a pickup of 4 on the hard run right up the middle, and I think that was Roden on the carry.
Yeah, nice offensive surge by the Panthers. Pick up 4, get themselves a little farther away from that end zone. You know, as we noted, the Knights not real big, but very athletic on defense and offense this year. So it'll be good to see how they do on this next play.
So they've got 3 backs. They go in that wing back formation, turn, hand it to the first man through. They'll pile up. He gets out to about the 11, so that'll bring up 3rd and 3. And that was Calvin Collins. He only had 15 carries last year for 54 yards, and there he's going to pick up about 3.
You know, Tom, I was looking through the stats here earlier that you'd written down, and boy, they have very little offense back this year. There's just very few numbers that, very little experience, et cetera, that they've got, but looking good here on this early drive.
Lost 36 touchdowns from last year, and I'm not good at math, but about 26,000 yards. So they'll go with the hard count, give off to the second man through. He gets through behind his lead blocker. He'll be out to the 20, and that's going to be enough for a first down as he picks up 8 on the carry, and the Panthers have given themselves some room.
Again, a really good offensive lines over the surge. We're young at that defensive tackle position. That's where we lost the All-Stater Waniger from last year. He moved on to graduation. We also lost Isaac Evans. Those two guys anchored that line. So our young guys in the line are going to have to, figure out how to manipulate their blocks and get off of those blocks to make those tackles.
1st and 10 from the 20. Tight formation from the Panthers. They'll turn hand off to the second man through on the left side. And that is going to be number 32. So that's Wyatt Rice. So they're going to run a bunch of different guys in that backfield, but that's going to be a pickup of 5 on the run for Rice.
As Coach was talking, it's really difficult to know where the ball is going to go in their set. They've got 3 backs, and they run this offense very, very well. Even though with their inexperience, they know how to run the plays.
Well, this is something they've been taught for a long time. Comes up from their junior high years. They run the same offense all the way through. And here they're going to split 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. The big tight end out to the left. They'll hand off up the middle. They see a seam, and that'll be out to the 32 and a flag after the play.
I think that's going to be a face mask on the tackle. It was kind of inadvertent, but I think maybe Ryle got his hand in there on the face mask as he came up from his free safety position to make that tackle. But again, it's that pound and ground blocking scheme that they have, and they do it very well.
And that's what it's going to be, face mask on the defense. So a free 5-yard penalty. They say it wasn't an intentional, more just of a rub on the face mask.
It was a good aggressive play by Ryle from the safety position, but unfortunately got the face mask on the tackle. The Knight defense now going to have to really buckle down. They've given up a quick 40 yards here, or 38 yards in just a few running plays.
1st and 10 from the 42. Ball has stayed on the near hash here towards the press box, and here's going to be a penalty on the fullback, and he knew it too. He wanted to go. He was lead blocking to the hole. He's had some success getting to the hole first, and he was on his train headed out, and that's going to cost his team 5 yards.
Yeah, just when they had a good drive going. Those are the things that coaches hate to see. They got it rolling, and they cannot stop themselves.
So now bring 1st down and 15. Ball on the 37-yard line. The Panthers work right to left, as we call it. 5:39 to play in the first quarter. Scoreless contest versus the Kuemper Knights in the season opener for both these teams. They'll turn, fakes to the first man. The second man hit in the hole hard, wrapped up, and turned around. See who comes up off the bottom of the pile.
I think that was Max Pedig from his linebacker position. Max is the leading returning tackler from last year. Had a really good season, all-district player as a junior. And he's part of the strength of this team, which is, I think, is our linebacking core. Him, Chris Moore, Simons, Will Simons, very strong in that area.
So 2 men in the backfield, 1 man split to the right. They're going to drop back. They want to throw this ball. They throw it high and wide, incomplete.
Very limited experience coming back from that quarterback position, and it looks like he's got a good strong arm and throws a good spiral, just overshot his receiver a bit.
He was close to leading the team last year in passes as the backup, but
they only pass about 3 times a game.
So we'll see what we see now on a 3rd and 12 from the Logan Magnolia 40. Panthers come in with a tight formation, wishbone in the backfield. The crowd is into this one for the defense. Wallace turns around, hands it to the second man through, who's got the edge. He stops, wants to come back, and he'll be pushed out at the 40. So a big gainer, a pickup of 19 going to the right side as they found Roden out there. And he's got 5 carries for 43 yards on this drive alone.
This quarterback, even though he's inexperienced, he's doing a great job of fooling the Knight players with that ball. He's very good at, making that very last split-second decision on where he puts the ball to.
So the Knights defense trying to find a way off the field here against this Logan Magnolia offense. I formation this time. Wallace under center, hands to the first man through. That's Collins. Collins dives forward, picks up 4 more yards, pretty easy.
The Knight defense is I mean, they're aggressive. It's good team defense. The unfortunate thing is we're a split-second late because they've got 2 to 3 yards on us before we're making those tackles. So we've just got to really buckle down on that line of scrimmage, control those blocks, let our linebackers come in and feel better than they are right now. But we've got to get a better push off that defensive line.
Jace Pruitt just checked back in for the Knights. He was out for a few plays there. Time formation. They'll overload the right side. One man split each way. Turn, hand it off to Collins, who's hit right in the line. They piled up the line of scrimmage that time as they had sold out on the run blitz there for Collins. He picks up 2 yards, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
Really nice job there by Kyle Sundrup, as we were just talking. You know, those guys got to take on those blocks. He got in there and made penetration. He didn't make the tackle, but he allowed the linebackers to come in and make that play from their linebacker positions.
Big 3rd down. We've got a 5-man front from the Knights. Heavy to the left side. That wing back formation. Collins leading. They'll fake it to Collins, give it to the 2nd man through, and that's Rice, and he is going to make it down to around the 15-yard line.
He fumbled the ball and it was on the ground, but we weren't able to come up with it. He came back up with it again.
So Rice with a 19-yard carry. So 2 big carries this drive for the Panthers, and they're knocking on the door inside the red zone. We're coming to you live from the Gatorade broadcast booth. Gatorade, distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll, help fuel, recover athletes and performance. 1st and 10. Knights stay with that 5-man front, trying to slow him down. They're going to wing this one out quickly to the tight end, and he's eaten up at the 11-yard line. It'll be a pickup of about 5, but not much going for Tarek Rowe.
Nice job by Johnny Bass coming over from his corner position. John's just one of those kids that, you know, he's going to give you everything he's got every time he's out on the field, and he's going to hit you. He only weighs about $140, but he's one of those kids. I think he picked up a lot from wrestling. He's been out for wrestling the last couple of years, and he's not the guy that I would try to pick on.
They chop block the front of the line to try to get that one out fast. 2nd down and about 7. They'll hand to the 2nd guy through on the left side. Looks like it might be Roden. It is. He's going to be pushed out at the 6-yard line.
Another good job by Johnny Bass coming over from that corner position. I mean, he just comes around and takes it on. Unfortunately, just too many yards prior to us being able to get to the safety or corner positions.
Looks like they're going to measure this as it's right at the sticks. So we'll bring the sticks from the far side of the field. Well, since our pregame show got cut short there, I do want to thank our friends at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. You can find them online, MackeyMotors.com. Without them, we're not able to bring you that Brinks Exteriors and also the coaches' interviews there in the pregame show. So we got a little bit of late start trying to figure out how to get the computers to go again. And they're going to say it is a 1st down. So 1st and goal from the 6-yard line for Logan Magnolia on their opening drive. As the Knights had theirs stall out, they kicked it into the 4-yard line, and LoMa has just marched right down the field against this Knights defense on this opening drive.
Yeah, we've got to get some answers here real quick, or we're going to find ourselves behind. Scored 0-0 right now, but again, they've gone over 90 yards, done all but one play on the ground.
3 backs lined up evenly in the backfield. They'll hand to the guy in the middle. He dives. Not much going there for Rice, but with the dive, he's going to be to about the 3-yard line, so he picks up half of it. He saw there wasn't much room, just took off right away.
You know, we were talking earlier about their size. Their center, if I've got this right, only weighs 150 pounds, but he's getting a great push on our defensive line. Kuemper cheerleaders trying to get the crowd into the game.
So they'll come set. Roden and Rice in the backfield. Behind Collins. Willis turns, hands to the 2nd man through. He's hit at the goal line and falls into the end zone. Touchdown, Logan Magnolia, as they cap off a 96-yard opening drive to put their put them up 6-0 here with 29 seconds left in the first quarter.
Just an extremely impressive job by a very inexperienced team. You know, like we said, they didn't have a lot of kids with any experience coming back, but that was a very impressive drive, Tom. You won't see it done much better than that.
They'll try to kick this one up. The kick is off of the left side of the upright and no good. Logan Magnolia leads Kuemper 6-0 with 29 seconds left here in the first. We're back after this 60-second break.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive healthcare for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
29 seconds remain here in the first quarter as the Kuemper Knights are set to receive the kickoff after Logan Magnolia goes 96 yards on the opening drive.
Tom, I didn't write down the plays, but I'm guessing, what, 10 or 11 plays, something like that?
Yeah, I had roughly...
I remember from last year, again, they had 3 drives of 12 plays or more for touchdowns.
13.
13 plays.
Yep.
Just
well, make that 15 because 2 passes.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. I knew I kept these for a reason, but I didn't know what they're for. It's not to practice my math skills.
I've always said I don't know how you do call a game and do stats at the same time, but you guys all do a great job of that.
Logan Magnolia kicks this one short. It'll be covered up at the 40. Jumping all over him with that one looks to be Kent Sanders. And that's a good idea. That ball was not moving right. It actually hit an upman on the front line. Hop on it, go send the offense out. And it'll be really important for the Kuemper Knights to answer now. After their first drive stalled, they moved the ball really well.
Main thing is these kids keep their head up. Don't get intimidated by this team because they came down and scored on you. Let's come back. There's a lot of football game left, and we've got offensive weapons too.
So it'll be 1st and 10, and here's LoMa. Not enough guys out there, so the coach is going to take a timeout to talk things over, try to get that 11th guy out there. They were counting, trying to yell, see who they were missing to get somebody out. We're back after 30 seconds on 1380 KCIM.
Hi, this is Dr. Ross Clucky. I'm excited to join the team.
It can give our students a sense of identity and help them develop long-term relationships. This is Dr. Nate Luth, Next Generation Chiropractic. Student athletes, make sure you are taking care of your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court, and having regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body. Good luck to all area student athletes this season. Let's stay healthy and have fun.
Score update to pass along to you. It is Carroll leading Denison with 2:45 to go in the first quarter, 7-0. So the Tigers out on top early. Here the Knights trail 6-0, 29 seconds to play in the first quarter. Logan Magnolia burnt a timeout to try to get 12 guys on defense. So the Knights went back to the sideline. They're here in their red uniforms. They've got the gold stripe down the side, white numbers, and the white helmets on here this evening. They'll work left to right. 1st and 10 from the 40. Ball's placed on the far hash. Receivers split each way. The snap pretty well straight into the hands, and that ball might have came out. It looks like it did in a fumble.
Yeah, that was Tay Bading in there or Vanami in there for the first time tonight. He missed the scrimmage last week, but fighting for those extra yards and unfortunately turned the ball over. And again, it was one of those aggressive efforts, but he just got to remember to hang on to the ball as the Knights make another mistake here early.
So a fumble at midfield for the Knights gives the ball back to the Panthers. It was a good solid run, just lost the ball at the end as he was going through the extra contact.
Yeah, Tay's our leading returning runner from last year, had over 700 yards, I believe, rushing, and had a good 8 or 9 there before he lost the ball, but unfortunately he did lose it.
Back to a 4-man front for the Knights, and here comes Logan Magnolia, a dive right up the center.
Another 6 yards on that carry, Tom, and it's not a good thing when you see your guys tackling the ball going down on their backs instead of driving the back the other way, but that's exactly what's happening right now. These kids might not be very, very big, but certainly strong as the first quarter comes to an end.
First quarter's done. The Panthers lead the Knights 6-0 here at the Carroll Athletic Stadium. We're back after this 1-minute timeout.
For almost 150 years, Roselle Mutual has been insuring homes, farms, and so much more in Carroll and the surrounding communities. We offer outstanding coverage whether you need it for your shiny new car, your next ATV ride in the trails, or boating day on the water, or you're looking to put better protection on your family home and farm. Roselle Mutual and Grinnell Mutual are here to provide you with expertise, exceptional service, and quality insurance for all of your needs. For commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, give us a call today at 792-4525. Roselle Mutual, proudly insuring the area since 1876.
One of the best kept secrets in Carroll is JP Flooring. I was looking to replace the floor in a couple rooms at home. It can be super overwhelming with all of the options available. I popped by JP Flooring and was super surprised and impressed with the showroom and selection. I had no idea how extensive their product lines were. They have a designer on staff that helped me narrow down what I was looking for. When you change your floors, it changes the whole character of a room. I used their product visualizer and could literally see in advance what the styles would look like in my room. I totally recommend JP Flooring in Carroll.
And we welcome you back here to the Carroll Athletic Stadium as we flip sides. Now Logan Magnolia works towards the rec center. They have the ball at the 45-yard line inside Knight territory already. The Knights back. They've put a 5-5 in last time trying to slow things down. They're back to that 4-3 look. The ends are up. Does look like South Central Calhoun leads East Sac 14-0 here early on also. Here Willis goes under center, hands off, fakes to the first man. The second man's tied up about 2 yards, and that fake was so good the FAR official was even watching to see where the lead blocker went down.
Nice job.
Roden picks up 2.
Nice job by the big guy on our defensive line, Evan Adams. You know, Adams was another all-district player from last year. I think he's somebody that's got a really bright future ahead of him, but a nice play on that to cut that down to just 2 yards.
It'll be 3rd down and 3 from the 44. Near hash, 3 backs in the backfield. That wishbone look. Willis goes way under center, hands to the fullback Collins. Collins is going to be cut down right at the sticks.
I think he's going to have it. Again, they're just getting a really good push right over the center. And the Knight defense is just unable to get the stops they need to get. I'm guessing they're going to call for a measurement here.
No, they're going to say 4th down, and they're just a bit short. No measurement.
I think if I was the coach over there, I'd probably call timeout and ask for a measurement.
I think everybody else thought there was going to be a measurement.
I mean, you look at where the ball's at, and you look at the sticks, it certainly looks like he's got it.
So 4th and short, no measurement. Wallace under center, hands to the first man through, and that is going to be a 1st down as he dives for 2 yards, and that's the big fullback, Calvin Collins. He's not a big guy, he just, the way he stacks himself up in there, he stays low, goes, but 96-yard opening drive for a touchdown for Logan Magnolia. Now the Panthers had good field position, started this one on the 51. They've worked their way to the 39.
Their offensive line has extremely impressive blocking technique. You mentioned the kids stay low. They stay very low, and they're driving us off the ball on just about every snap. So we're going to have to adjust to that.
Wallace fakes it to Collins, gives it to Roden. Roden going to be hit after a pickup of about 2 yards. Great job by the defender as he was being held onto as he made the tackle, and that was Will Healy. He was getting tackled as he made the tackle and was able to hold it to a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, I thought they might call holding on that. You saw the same thing I did. Another, nice play by Will Healy. Will's a senior that got a good amount of time last year. Brother played defensive line for the Knights a couple of years ago, and a pretty good football player. Not real big, but one of those kids going to give you everything he's got.
2nd down and 8. Ball's in the center of the field. The Panthers lead 6-0. 9:40 to play here in half number 1.
Kind of expecting that they're going to try to stay away from Adams. It'll be interesting to see how they do that as the game unfolds, and now we've got a penalty.
Looked like one of the guys maybe went down set and then lifted his hand to try to check to see what was being changed at the line.
Now that's the break.
Delay of game is the
thought. Okay. That's the break that the Knights needed. Now we had them 3rd and long last time, and we left them get away, and then they continued their drive. So we've got to get a stop here. It's going to be 3rd and 13, Tom?
It'll be 2nd down and 13. Ball sits on the 42. It's hard to see the clocks here, so I didn't realize we were that close. They're hidden by the pillars here in the press box. So they're down to 10 seconds on this one. They'll turn, snap, fake. They want to throw this one. Now Wallace decides he's just going to keep it. And he is going to be wrapped up, pushed out of bounds around the 38-yard line. So it'll be a pickup of 4 for the quarterback. It was a designed pass play, but he didn't like what he saw.
He didn't have much out there. He had a running back that was coming into the flat and was open, and looks like they're going to try to go for it here on, no, it's only 3rd down, 3rd and 8. So again, Knights in a good position here. They got them 3rd and long. Just need to get a stop.
So 3rd down and 8. They're going to change up front here.
We got a number 88.
They just ran in Nolan Simons for the front.
89?
They're going to pitch it out to the left side, try to get to the edge. Great job defensively, turning them around and then finishing off the tackle. Hustling out there to get it was Trevor Ryle. Turn that defense around, and that's going to bring her up 4th and 9 as it's a loss of 1.
That was a smart play by Ryle. He came up, shut off his defender, really aggressive on the block, great tackle, and sets him up at 4th and 9. Again, a big down, and I'm assuming they're going to go for it here with something, but I don't think their kicking game is real strong.
Retallick brings in the play. They've got the wishbone formation. Expect a hard count here. So if you're the Knights, be careful. There was that hard count. They look over to the sideline, checking. 8 seconds on the play clock. Wallace goes under center. And then
timeout.
The Panthers want a timeout to talk things over. Logan Magnolia leads the Kuemper Catholic Knights 6-0. 7:30 to play in the first half. We're back after this 1-minute break.
At Carroll County Solid Waste, we deliver environmental services, such as recycling opportunities. You'll find our blue recycle containers at the park, the ball field, on Main Street, and at many summer events. We also have portable event recycling stands for you to borrow, free of charge for your summer gatherings. So while you're out enjoying the summer fun, look for us. We've got your recycling needs covered. We're Carroll County Solid Waste, delivering environmental services together.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
So the timeout was called by the Panthers. They're coming out in a punt formation, but Roden is back as the punter. Adami was the punter last year, but Roden will let this one go off. And they're going to let it bounce, and it will kick into the end zone for a touchback. So the Knights will have the ball at the 20. The defense comes up with the stop they needed after the turnover. Now to be, can they get that offense trucking with 7:22 to play here in the first half, trailing by 6.
Still real early. We had a nice drive going in that on the first drive and moved the ball, and then of course they had the fumble on the second one. So it's time to put the mistakes behind us. Benami coming out there now calling the play, and Knights setting up, and let's see if we can do something here with just 7:22 left in the second quarter.
Don't forget, from 10 to midnight tonight, we will have our scoreboard show. Oh, the official set the ball wrong. We're going to move it over to the near hash here. So 10 to midnight, the New Way Auto Group scoreboard show going to be going on, so make sure you tune into that. You can catch up on all the scores from all around the local district. Here's a man in motion, left to right across the formation. Benami drops back. He's already in trouble. Finds a man out in the flats. Here's a nice stop and go. He'll be out to the 30. He's probably got the first down, and that looked like it was a quick hit to Lampman, I believe.
Logan Siebenaller, number 8, right?
Yep, Siebenaller popping up.
I just caught a glimpse of the 8. I like these uniforms because generally you can see the numbers pretty well, but a nice first down by the Knights.
So the Knights come out with the throw. We'll see how much they stick to it. One man in the backfield. It's Siebenaller. They'll give it to him. He's looking to cut to the right side. Lowers his shoulder, runs over a man, and he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. Pickup of 7.
That's your senior leadership coming out there. He didn't like getting down 6-0. Said, come on, guys. Going to put him on his back, and he's going to get this team going. Gains 7 yards on that play.
So the Knights send all their plays in from the sideline. Logan Magnolia sends a player in and out with the plays. Trips set to the left. Siebenaller, the lone man in the backfield. Tight end on the right side of the formation. Here's a man in motion, left to right. That's Chris Moore. They go with the long count. Give it to Siebenaller on the fake pass. Siebenaller gets to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't have much more cooking on this one.
Yeah, that defensive line for Logan Magnolia caved in our left side. So it's going to leave us with a 3rd and 2. So a fairly big play here early in the game. You know, we haven't had a lot of momentum so far, Tom, and we need to get some momentum here with a drive and get it over into their territory at least to get some confidence built and give ourselves a chance here.
Well, they've proven that the middle's been tough to run. The edges have been there. You've got some speed in the backfield with Vanami. Change of plans by DJ. He stands with the receiver east side. They give it to Tay Vanami. He dives forward. He's got the first down. Bounces across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Pickup of 7 for Vanami. And what's that say about this coaching staff going back to him, trying to give him that confidence after his last carry. He dropped it. Here's a big down, and they give it back to him.
Yeah, absolutely. A nice hole open there by our offensive line on that left side.
Rolling out's DJ. He airs this one up. It's a little short. No, it is caught by Lampman at the 20. He's going to step out of bounds at the 21-yard line, though. Clearly out of play at the 21. So it's a 25-yard pass play to Lampman. That got the crowd excited.
That's the athleticism we talked about on this team. You know, Kobe's one of those kids. He's able to make those plays. Just went up and took that ball away from the defensive back who had really good position on him, but Kobe just went up and took it away from him. Nice gain for the Knights.
That ball looked like it was fluttering just enough that the D-back was going to have a play on it. Maybe left a bit early, but the Knights capitalized, and it's 1st and 10 from the 22. They head towards D-Mac. Here's a handoff inside to Vanami. He's going to get wrapped up rather quickly. Might have even lost a yard on the play.
Really nice defensive play there by number 25, Nicio Adami. Pretty solid kid there. He's not real tall, but weighs about 2 1/4.
Middle linebacker, was the punter last year. Tight end on the other side.
He doesn't miss an opportunity to hit you if he gets a chance to.
4:45 to play in the first half. Panthers lead 6-0. Knights are knocking at the door. 2nd and 11 from the 23. They fake it to Siebenaller. Vanami wants to keep it and follow Siebenaller. Stop, goes. He's going to get around the 15. They'll say it's the 16-yard line. So that's going to be a pickup of 7 on a little stop and go run from DJ Vanami.
Yeah, really nice decision there on that RPO, run pass option. Thought he had Siebenthaler, and then Siebenthaler led with a good lead block, as you pointed out, Tom, and took out the interference and allowed DJ to get upfield for about, 6-7 yards.
Third down and a long 4 yards. Vanami rolls out, looks over, finds a man coming across on the cross pattern at the sticks, and it is going to be very close. It looks like, is that 26 or 28 hopping up?
Can't see the number.
25?
20?
I thought you said these were easy to read.
Oh, Jake Earlbeck, that's number 2.
Is that Earlbeck
Generally
coming up?
they are, but I think it's Jake Earlbeck, the junior, made it to state in wrestling last year, tough kid.
So it'll be 4th down and 1 for the Knights. They'll turn, hand to the second man, through, dive forward to the 10. That's a pickup of 3 and a first down for the Kuemper Knights.
So the Knights got things rolling now. First down at just on the 10-yard line, so the sticks get a lay down. But with 3:20 left here in the half, a chance to tie the ball game up, or maybe take the lead with the extra point.
So Siebenthaler stands back by Vanami. DJ rolls out. He wants to throw this. He's under some pressure. He sets his feet, throws back across the middle. Touchdown! Kuemper Knights as he finds the wide open Will Simons standing in the end zone. What a play there. I don't know if the coach tells him to throw it back against his body, but it works out fine this time.
Again, the athleticism that he was on the run. Like you said, throwing against the grain, and he had 2 open receivers right there and just threw a strike right into the midsection of Simons, and he made it for probably his first touchdown of his varsity career.
So they're hustling to get enough people out here for this swing and gate.
We're going to kick it. Tommy Fitzsimmons. Got a story about him in a second.
Snap's good, ball's down, kick is up, and the Knights have the lead, 7-6, 3:02 to play in the first quarter. We're back after this 1-minute break on KCIM, 1380 AM, 95.1 FM.
At The Present Company, we will help you transition your home and wardrobe with the changing seasons. Hi, this is Andrea. Whether you're looking to get warm and toasty this winter, or it's time for a light and airy lift this spring, shop our collection of boutique-style clothing, gorgeous accessories, and purses. Add personal style to your home with unique home decor pieces that will warm your rooms from wall to wall. Infuse your home and your wardrobe with style from The Present Company in Audubon.
Well, the Knights do a great job, turn the tables. I think Father Bain was down there doing some push-ups for the Knights.
Yeah, he's got to show that he's got some athletic ability, too. He likes doing that. He likes having fun with the kids. We're really blessed to have him at Kuemper.
Poor guy's a Pirates fan, though.
Well, everybody's got their burdens that they got. I'm an Orioles fan, and I'm finally winning some ball games this year. Speaking of winning, the Knights are up 7-6 here, Tom. That was a nice drive there. What was that? Was that 80 yards? I think
they went 80 yards, capped it off with the 7-yard touchdown pass. Vanami to Simons, rolling across, set his feet, threw back in, and found the wide open Simons. It was a great job, too, because Vanami knew he was going to take a hit if he threw it.
Yep.
And the hit was there, but he completed the pass, didn't throw it high where there could have been some trouble. And the Knights lead 7-6, 3:02 to play here in the first half.
Tommy Fitzsimmons getting set to kick off. I told you a little story. I know his dad quite well, and he was telling me that Tommy had the opportunity to go out and work a couple of weeks this summer with a former NFL kicker, Jason Elam, with the Broncos.
Wallace takes this kickoff, runs into his own man. Now he's going to be hit hard at the 33-yard line.
Kent Sanders, young sophomore, another one of those kids that I just think those kids that wrestle just have a little bit more aggressiveness, and he's one of those kids that does that sort of thing and really laid the lumber to that returner on the running. The thing I like about where we're at now, Tom, is this team needs time to score. They only got 2:52.
And 1 timeout.
Yeah, so this is not going to play into their hands. We just got to keep them from breaking a big play.
1st and 10. They're actually going to split receivers each way. 1 man in the backfield is Collins. They'll give it to him. He is hit hard right at the line of scrimmage and then buried. Siebenaller, one of the last ones to help finish him off, but he was wrapped up rather quickly inside by Will Simons, who's having a heck of a first half. Might be a player of the game nomination.
He might be. They've turned the game up a little bit. Our linebackers are attacking that line of scrimmage a lot harder than they were that first drive, and that's the big difference. And it might be because of the line play taking on the blocks better too. It's kind of hard to tell that, but we're not giving up that 5-6 yards every carry.
Well, they're giving him 2 yards. I didn't think he had that much, but Collins will be the lone man in the backfield behind Wallace. They'll split it back to the right side. Now they want to throw it. Wallace drops back. He's under pressure. Sends it. He's got a man deep. Siebenaller goes up, punches it away. Played the ball perfectly. Had his eyes on it. Went up, put his hand on it. One of the other D-backs was trying to sneak in there and pick it off, but what a job there by Logan Siebenaller, getting back, seeing the ball, playing the ball.
Yeah, just a great job. But that started with a big pass rush from number 51, Evan Adams, coming off his left defensive end position. Just about got to the quarterback in time to make a sack, setting up 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9, and they're going to go back to that wishbone. Hard count, check to the sideline, does Wallace. Collins is the lead back. They've got Roden and Rice in the backfield. They'll fake it to Collins, give it to Rice, and Rice is going to be wrapped up after a pickup of 4 yards.
Really good team defense there. Again, the linebackers fill in the hole.
See if coach uses a timeout.
Try to stop that clock. Logan Siebenaller again on the bottom of that pile, coming up from his safety or quarterback.
And the Knights
position.
did.
Yeah, they
Knights
did.
used that timeout with 1:59 to play in the first half. They lead 7-6. Knights take the timeout to stop the clock and get a chance to score here late. We're going to take a 30-second break. Be back with more football.
People want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Dries Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Dries Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
It's Friday Night Football. Tom Hawkamp along with Doug Waniker here in the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll. Gatorade helps athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Always a pleasure to be back in the booth. Jeff must just be having a hard time finding help. He always will call me up to see if I can't do something, you know.
That's kind of what I think. It's the same way.
17th year for an opening football season.
Is that right? Congratulations.
From either locally or when I was out in South Dakota. I've seen a lot of football already here. Punt is on its way from Roden. That's an end-over-end duck that is going to roll out of bounds at the 32-yard line. The Knights got a chance with $1:49 to play after that punt.
It actually didn't turn out to be a bad kick because we didn't get any return opportunity for it. And we're starting out in okay field position. And, you know, we're one of those teams. We can strike pretty quick if we need to. So hopefully we'll go to the air here and see what we can find. But
the way that thing's wobbling, you didn't want to have anybody even try to catch it. That thing was side to side, end to end.
That had fumble written all over it if you try to catch it.
So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 32, Kuemper side of the 50. They'll split 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Vanami asking for a man to come in, and now we're going to have, he was trying to get in motion from Chris Moore there on the right side.
Yeah, they weren't all on the same page.
So not quite the way you want to start off that drive when you're looking to punch something in here late. You know you've got a kicker, so if you could get close, there's a chance. But it'll be 1st and 15 now. Benami reads in the play off his wrist.
Offensive line needs to step up here now, give him time to throw.
Gherkin is split wide to the right, 3 receivers to the left. Benami drops back, has some time, now sees a seam. He sees a big seam, pulls up, finds Siebenaller down the sideline. Siebenaller runs out at the 47-yard line, and what a job by Kobe Lampman. He was about 6 inches from getting a block in the back, and he realized it, pulled his hands off, hit the brakes, and did not get the block in the back.
Yeah, I noticed that too. That was a smart play and a good call by you, Tom, because that would have, erased that penalty. But another really nice play by DJ Benami. Dropped back, felt the pressure, steps up in the pocket, sprints out to his left, and then fires again against the grain, finds the open Siebenaller on the sidelines.
Benami stands back in the pistol formation, looks downfield. Here comes a late blitz. Benami wants to air this one out long to the right side. He has his man, and that is going to go off of the hands of Chris Moore. The ball was floating. Moore had a chance over the shoulder. He should have took it over the shoulder, tried to catch it on the inside, kind of pinched it between the helmet, and it'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, he'd love to have that one back. That's a play that Chris knows he should make, but probably floated a little bit more than DJ wanted it to, and Chris had to really run to get up to it.
DJ's done a good job tonight on those pass plays. He's got 2 incompletions, and both of them were pretty dang close to being completed.
Down to 1:34 now remaining in the first half.
Knights lead by 1, trying to add to it. 2nd down and 10 from the 47. Benami drops back, throws this one off short to Siebenaller. Siebenaller sprinting up the sideline, takes the hit, and then goes out of bounds. They'll say he's 1 yard short of the first down. He saw the sticks. He wanted it, but just couldn't get there.
Yeah, they're getting the ball in Logan's hands a lot. Big play that will never show up on any scorecard there, but that number 66 there, big defensive end, Bricks. Number 53, Will Healy, took him on and just stayed under him and did not allow him to get to DJ on that play. Great job of offensive blocking by Will Healy.
Some oxygen grabbing going out there here at the end of the first quarter. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. It's a handoff up the middle, and Siebenaller's going to have the first down as he picks up what appears to be 3 yards right up the middle. That's his 9th carry unofficially, 47 yards for him. Of course, we keep him up here as close as we can during the game. The full stats will come your way. And now somebody lined up offsides for the Knights when they were trying to get ready for the ball.
Yeah, Knights are in the hurry-up offense, and couldn't quite see, but they called encroachment. That's okay.
One of the Knights going to be called with encroachment. That's going to cost them 4 penalties, 25 yards here for the Knights. So that'll bring up 1st down and 15. 1:08 on the clock. Knights have 2 timeouts left. Benami takes the snap. He rolls to the left side. He's got a wide open man going down the sideline. It's Earl back again, and he is going to be hit hard around the 22-yard line. A big play there for the Knights. A 24-yard pickup.
Big hard hit by number 11, Calvin Wallace, on that call, but another nice throw by DJ Benami, finding Earl Beck, works his way up the sidelines. Probably like to see him, lean with his shoulder pads a little bit as opposed to taking the hit like he did.
I think he was trying to hit the brakes a little bit and
step out of bounds,
just
maybe.
Didn't find him on the turf there.
But again, a good drive by the Knights. As
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here's a handoff to Siebenaller up the middle. It's a big hole. He runs into the official. He'll be out to the 10-yard line. Would have been a touchdown if it wasn't for the official, I think.
Yeah.
But that's a pickup of 12 for Siebenaller. They caught him sleeping.
Coach Steinkamp is really upset that the official got in the way there. He's got to be moving, but
he didn't even see it coming. He was watching something else. Here's Benami, fakes it to the left, now rolls to the right side.
35
he's got time,
left.
no place to go. Now he's just going to throw this one out towards the pep band. They'll help out, bring that ball back into play.
Good smart play by DJ. Didn't have anything. He had more early, but missed him. And then just kept rolling over to his sidelines and finally just threw it away. 28 seconds left, Tom, so we're still in good shape.
It'll be 2nd and goal.
Should be second, yeah.
Yeah, they just haven't flipped the scorecard over there, so then I was getting confused with my math. So second down and goal from the 10 for the Knights. They do the I formation. Here's Siebenaller. Their big pancake block in the middle. Siebenaller in for the touchdown. 10 yards out. Knights go up 13-6. And I did not see who did that. That's where it'd be nice to have a replay. One of the linebackers ended up stargazing there for Logan Magnolia. A great block up the middle by the Knights.
I think it was Chris Moore, but because of the way the arms go forward on the front of the press box here, it was hard to see it.
They'll see that one on the replay. Swinging gate comes back. Fitzsimmons ready to kick. Snap was low. They're going to grab. Now they got to throw it. The fire play, and that will not go.
Jake
Hausman had to rush out with that one. That ball came in flat. He probably still had time to set it up and kick, but when it comes in that low, you just never know.
Yeah, he did a nice job of handling it and just didn't have anybody to throw to.
13-6, 22 seconds remain in the half. Knights on top. Back after this 60-second break.
Napa is your trusted source for automotive parts.
To finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Oh, hell no, not again! Has the roof on your home or business been damaged by the recent hailstorm? Does your roof need looked at? Let our hail damage experts at Brinks Exteriors work for you to get you a new roof. Call 712 Roof Pro. We know the last thing you want to do is worry about your biggest investment. Hail happens, but we can fix it. Call Brinks Exteriors now for a free roof inspection. 712 Roof Pro.
Friday night football action here in Carroll. The Knights hosting Logan Magnolia. They have the lead 13-6. 22 seconds remain in the first half. Fitzsimmons puts a boot into this one and sends it deep, and it's going to be a flag, I believe, because it bounced on the black. But did it cross the goal line first? Nobody knows because nobody was down there.
I think they're making the right call. That had to be a really tough call to see that because it bounced right at the flag. Thanks to my friends at Regaler Drywall, we got another score. Carroll's up 20-0 over Denison tonight.
So not exactly what the Knights wanted to do there. Well, they're going to go for the re-kick, so that's not such a bad situation.
Yeah, I think they want to try to field the ball and see if they can get, they know they're not going to do anything on the ground with 22 seconds left, but possibly get something on the kickoff. So probably a smart play to make them re-kick it.
When you got Wallace, and I believe that's Rice back there with him. So remember, Wallace is the quarterback, so he throws the ball. So they could have a trick play drawn up here to end the half.
Maybe you think throw it across the field or something like that?
I'm just stating what I can see.
Could be.
And they're trying to kick it to Wallace's side, keep it away from Rice, as the Knights have lined up on this side.
This might be one where you just flat kick it, kind of like Logan did the last time.
This is going to be a high end-over-end kick to Wallace at the 11-yard line. He wants to go to the far side of the field on the left side, and he is going to be spun around, knocked down at the 20-yard line. So great kickoff coverage, stayed in their lanes, got down there and got the tackle just inside the 20.
Great hustle by Kent Sanders. Again, that kid, you could just see him. He was beeline for the kid returning the ball, came in and getting a nice shoulder tackle down around the 20-yard line.
It'll be interesting to see with 13 seconds left. Loma gets the ball to start the second half, if we might just see a knee here.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's what's going to happen.
13 seconds. One timeout and 80 yards between them and the end zone. But they are lining up in that wing-back formation, tight all the way across. Wallace takes the snap, drops back, puts his knee in the dirt, and that's going to be the first half of action here in what was an exciting first one. We knew it was going to be quick with these two teams. They both wanted to control the football and keep it on the ground, and that's what they did. here in the first half. We'll be right back with the Roselle Mutual Insurance halftime show after this 2-minute timeout.
How about this?
It's gonna work.
I think so too. American Family Insurance wants to help you bring your dream home to life. New homeowners can save an average of 22%.
American Family Insurance.
For details, contact Nicole Unken at Nicole Unken Agency. Call 712-792-1262 or stop by 412 Highway 30 today.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Visiting DePaco Credit Union was the thing that started all this.
We had a lot of student loan debt, low credit scores for bad decisions we had made in our younger years.
We thought it was the point where you could never come back from it. We've always wanted to own our own restaurant, so I just kind of floated the idea like, oh, I found this food truck.
I was like, yeah, let's try it. DePaco helped us so much with just putting everything together.
Definitely life-changing for us.
What we have right now would not have been possible without DePaco Credit Union.
At New Way Ford in Coon Rapids and New Way Auto in Jefferson, we make your vehicle buying experience stress-free. Our sales team will help determine your vehicle needs with options and features that you desire. Our finance team will explain financing terms and options best for each customer. Our service team is always here for you, from our Oil Changes for Life program to our exclusive warranty forever. We work to keep your New Way vehicle going long after the sale. Stop by and let our family help yours get into the next car, truck, or SUV.
Lathering on the sunscreen. And both of these products come in recyclable packaging. Look around. You'll find our recycled containers at the park, at the ball field, uptown, and at local events. We also provide curbside recycle bins and rural recycle trailers. So drop your recycling to us. We're Carroll County Solid Waste, delivering recycling opportunities and environmental services together.
And welcome back to the halftime show tonight, brought to you by Roselle Mutual Insurance. Roselle Mutual believes in the value of youth activities and helping to develop future adults who will live in the area and be leaders in our communities. For all your home, farm, auto, or commercial insurance needs, visit Roselle Mutual Insurance in Carroll. That's 712-792-4525. Tom Hawkamp and Doug Waniger here at the Carroll Football Stadium as the Kuemper Catholic Knights lead Logan Magnolia 13-6 in what looked to maybe get out of hand early, the way the Knights couldn't find a way to stop Logan Magnolia. Then they used 2 tracks, really held them to 20 yards, 25 yards on the next 2 possessions after an opening 96-yard run. And the Knights right back into it. They've turned things around, got that defense fighting harder, figured out what was going on in that wishbone offense. And that was an exciting second quarter there for a Kuemper Knight fan.
Yeah, absolutely. It was almost like 2 games within one half, because that, like you said, that first drive, we had no answers for them. I think we figured 14, 15 plays. They go 96 yards. And then we come back and turn the ball over immediately and then got a stop right then. And then we got the ball back and went 80 yards for a touchdown, and then we got it back late in the first half. A couple of minutes left. I think it was right at 2 minutes, and DJ Vanami got us into the end zone again with a nice pass play, and then run by Siebenhaller. So some nice adjustments made by the Knights. They didn't get down after getting pushed around early, and came back and played a really good second quarter.
The Knights did what they needed to, got away, slowed down that wishbone offense, got them off the field. You know, there was a big turnover there where you thought, boy, this could be the change in the game. The Knights defense came back, fought, got them off the field quick, and then the Knights came out and just went straight down the field and that was a big part of where we're sitting right now. And the Knights' passing game, that has opened up the running game a little bit. We saw it there at the end. There was a surprise run because nobody over on the other sideline thought that the Knights were going to run that up the middle with Siebenthaler. He picked up 12, 13 yards because it was wide open. They come back and punch it in from 10 yards out with the same play.
Yeah, it's really good to see Logan Siebenthaler back in the lineup. I'm really happy that his surgery worked out, and he's probably one of the best athletes in the school, if not the best athlete right now. He and Vanami and several other ones, very athletic kids, but really good to see him out on the field, and he's the leader on this team from what I can tell from a performance standpoint, and just a lot of good things going to happen, I think, as he goes forward.
And that's one thing, this Knights team, and you talked to Coach before the game, you heard it in the interviews. The biggest thing, focus on the basics, control the football, try to stop the mistakes. Mistakes not been stopped here in the first half for the Knights. 4 penalties for 25 yards, and they did have the only turnover so far in the game. But the good news for the Knights is they lead by 7 right now.
Yeah, and they rebounded, and they're headed in the right direction now, and that was good to see after a really rough start.
Take a quick look at the unofficial stats kept by me here in the press box. Chris Moore had 1 carry for 3 yards. Logan Siebenthaler, 11 carries, 69 yards and a touchdown. DJ Vanami, 4 carries for 17 yards. Tay Vanami, 2 carries for 8 yards. DJ Vanami, 7 of 9 through the air for 109 yards unofficially. Siebenthaler has 3 catches. Lampman has a catch. Earlbeck has 2 catches. And Simons has a touchdown catch. The Knights unofficially 206 yards in that first quarter, 18 rushing plays, 9 passing, so about a 2/3 deal. Looks like our good friend Mr. Shepard Smith needs to find something else to do tonight. He's harassing the radio announcer, but the good news is the radio's working and he's listening, so that's always a plus. Quick look at Logan Magnolia's stats. Wallace had 1 carry for 4 yards. Roden 8 carries, 52 yards. Rice had 5 carries for 35 yards. And Collins had 8 carries for 21 yards. Wallace 1 for 3 through the air for 4 yards. So that's a total of about 116 yards. Say their unofficial stats. I believe I missed 1 play in there. So it's probably right around that 121, 122 yards of total offense for this squad. Remember, the first drive was 96 of those for the Logan Magnolia Panthers. We're going to step away, come back with more of the Roselle Mutual Insurance Halftime Show. You're listening to 1380 KCIM and 95.1 FM.
Scoring a touchdown takes great.
DMAC's 11,000 square foot expansion is done. It features a state-of-the-art welding lab and classroom. Students can learn on their schedule a variety of welding techniques and methods now available on the DMAC Carroll campus. The expansion also includes a brand new commons area that features study spaces and will host many events, including guest speakers. With this new space, students can easily access one-on-one support from advisors and counselors. To make your educational goals a reality, come see our expansion today or call us at 792-1755.
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
This is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
Being a part of a team is not only fun, it can give our students a sense of identity and help them develop long-term relationships. This is Dr. Nate Luth, Next Generation Chiropractic. Student athletes, make sure you are taking care of your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court, and having regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body. Good luck to all area student athletes this season. Let's stay healthy and have fun.
Thunderstorms. High temperatures reach up to 86. Cloudy skies expected tomorrow night. Scattered thunderstorms likely. Lows around 66. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Paul Trombley. See the full forecast and the Brinks Exteriors radar at 1380kcim.com. Right now, 72.
And we welcome you back here to the Roselle Mutual Insurance Halftime Show in the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages in Carroll. Gatorade helps athletes fuel, recover, and perform. A great performance by the pep band here for the Kuemper Knights. It's always great to see them come out, get the crowd going. Of course, the cheerleaders have been doing a fine job here this evening. Also, the Knights lead 13-6 at the half. I was trying to get a few other scores. Carroll leads Denison last I heard, 21-0.
That's at half too, Tom.
St. Edmunds leads Arweva 51-0 at the half, so a tough one there for the Rockets. And we'll see as things keep coming in. Fortunately, we get 10,000 different scores coming through. We only need the regional ones, but when you also have to help out with the New Way Auto Group scoreboard show every once in a while on Friday night, you need all the scores you can get. And don't forget, folks, that'll be coming up 10 to midnight here on 95.1 or 1380 KCIM. I believe it's also over on Kick 106.7. Also, one thing, Doug, I forgot to mention the whole first half. If they want to watch this game, we're streaming it also. There is so many things going on. I'm just happy to get us on the radio to start the season.
Well, we
weren't quite sure about that either.
Yeah, we didn't get going until like 2 minutes before the game. I had this pregame thing all typed up that I was going to talk to and didn't get to talk about any of it.
Oh, it's just crazy how everything goes. It's like riding a bike, but the wheels fell off first. So here we are getting ready for the second half of action. If you're the Kuemper Knights, you like what you see, you might keep the air game a little bit more here in the second half, because it doesn't look like Logan Magnolia has the defense to stick with that many sprinters kind of out there on the edge. But you got to stop that power game coming from the Panthers, and you know it's coming on this opening possession.
Yeah, they're going to get the ball, and this is a very good coaching staff. They've been there for a while at Logan Magnolia. They know their system. And they're going to figure out what they did wrong there in the second quarter, so they're going to come back in the third quarter. They get the ball first. You know they're going to go right back to that running game and try to run it down our throats. We have to adjust and fill the holes like we did there in the second quarter.
Be interested to see what adjustments were made by the coaching staff for the Knights, because really you saw less biting on the fakes. And this Logan Magnolia quarterback, Wallace, does a great job. And he's got running backs to have the officials even confused, because I've seen some officials following a play. They thought they had the ball, and then they look back, they're like, oh, it's back there. We better just go back there. I mean, it is good handoffs in those back, and everybody dives forward, covers the ball, and hits the hole.
Yeah, he had me fooled several times, too. I mean, it's a little hard to see in here, but it was really hard to follow the ball sometimes. You thought it was going right, and the next thing you know, here comes the ball left, and he's 10 yards upfield with it.
So second half action going to be coming your way. Don't forget, tonight we will have our player of the game brought to you by our friends at Motor Inn. So the Motor Inn player of the game, we'll also put that up on all the social media websites we got. We got Twitter, there's Facebook, there's the website. I mean, Jeff's going to stay up late tonight, get it all out there, plus the scoreboard show. Plus tomorrow we've got the coaches show. I mean, if you want to talk about local sports, just make sure you keep it here on 1380 KCIM. And check out the website.
Yeah, Jeff and the team does do a great job of keeping the community posted. Great coverage for the kids, and That's what makes it a lot of fun to do this is, you know, that there's a lot of parents listening and aunts and uncles here and there that don't always make it to the game, but they get a chance to know how the kids are doing. So great job by KCIM and Carroll Broadcasting.
I know Tyler Bruner's running around trying to get some action photos too. I saw him down on the field trying to do something there too. So appreciate all those guys, all the hard work, and just remember that is still coming up here this evening. We're going to take a quick break, come back after this 60-second timeout with the second half of action here at the Carroll Football Stadium.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive healthcare for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
From the Carroll Football Stadium where the Kuemper Knights opening up their season. It is halftime. The Knights lead the Panthers from Logan Magnolia 13-6. They just put 2.5 minutes back on the clock here for the final warm-ups. And the biggest thing will be is, can the Knights find a way to slow down Calvin Collins, the fullback, and then the secondary handoff to Evan Roden. Now, Collins coming in as the fullback, and even last year the fullback only had about 68 carries. Collins had 15 carries last year. He's already up to 8, so he's shooting for a career high, I think.
Yeah, he'll be there at the end of the game probably, but because you know they're going to keep running the ball.
One thing the Knights have proven is, though, that pass defense, they haven't sold out on the run so hard that they forgot about the guys getting out in the flats. They have been there when they've tried to hit them.
Yeah, our defense played well, especially the second quarter. Like you said earlier, we made some really nice adjustments, and it's going to be interesting to see coming back out here in the third quarter as Kuemper gets set to kick off with Tommy Fitzsimmons kicking from our left to right, north to south toward the rec center, if you will. But it's going to be interesting to see what adjustments both teams made at halftime.
And what a beautiful night for football. This is August, and it is a nice temperature out there. Fans, there are still fans in like tank tops and stuff. Jackets didn't come out. Most of the time you'd see them in tank tops and they'd still be sweating down there this time of year with a football game in August.
You couldn't ask for nicer weather than this. I wish we were sitting outside. I'd actually rather be sitting out there doing the game.
It'd be nice tonight, but there's some other nights that it's not so nice. I'll let you know, all right?
Not so much. I get that.
But a great crowd here for the Kuemper Knights. The student section is about 2/3 full here in front of us, and then the parents, well, they like to stay away from us, so they're down on the other end, but they've done a good job filling up their half of the stadium. And then we've got the youth to the left side here.
Yeah, that's a really good ground for Kuemper. I think a lot of people know that this team's got some potential and excited to see them compete this year. So, and a lot of, you know, as Kuemper typical gets a lot of alumni from many, many years past that are out there watching the ball game too. We always get good turnouts for those people.
I haven't heard from our avid listener, Casey Budens, tonight. I don't know what he's up to, but between him and my mom, I can always count on him listening to our broadcast.
Yeah, I don't know who we all got. Cal sent me a text and said he's watching the live stream. He's at a orientation of some sort, or pep rally or some sort down at Benedictine, but he said he was watching on his phone.
Well, we just counted down the last 30 seconds. Fitzsimmons has been ready to kick this thing off for about a minute. He checks with everybody else. They're all ready, too. He's going to step into this thing from the 40. It's an end-over-end, sidewinding kick taken at the 8-yard line. This is Wallace again. They keep kicking it to Wallace, and he is fast. He lowers his shoulder, and he'll run out of bounds at the 30.
Good downfield tackling there, number 20. Is that 6 or 8?
Well, we'll wait till they get closer.
Or maybe number 20.
Might be Earl back again.
Jake Earl back again.
Yep, that is Earl back coming in. So as soon as you said they were easy to read, we can't read 20s, 28s, 26s. They're hard on all
They should be able
uniforms.
to easy to read, but the numbers are really close to each other on the uniforms, so it does make it a little difficult to pick
Surprise, tight formation, 2 running backs. They hand it to the first man through. That looked like to be Collins, and he's going to pick up 1 yard.
them up. Really nice job again by the Knights on that defensive play. They've really started to snuff that out. Kyle Sundrup in there on the play. Didn't get the number of the other down lineman, but it's Sundrup again. So good job by him and the other linebackers coming in to fill in that play to hold them to a 1-yard gain.
Sundrup and Pruitt are your guys in the middle of this mess. Then you got Adams and Healy on the outside. They're bringing the linebackers up a little bit. Here's a handoff over the left side. That's the second man, Roden. He'll pick up 3 before he's brought down, but that's a tough task because you've got Collins, Rice, and then Roden all coming through the same hole, and you just got to knock them all down.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. They kind of went right at Evan Adams, our big guy on the line, but they took 3 guys at him, had 1 lineman and 2 running backs, and managed to get 5 yards out of it.
I'm going to call it 3rd down and 5 from what I can see on the sticks. Wishbone formation, defense chance starting. They fake it to Collins, give it to Roden. He's spun around, pushed down. He's going to be a yard short of the first down.
Nice defense again by the Knights. Number 32, Will Simons, having a big night tonight, on both sides of the ball. And I'm not so sure on 4th and short, 4th and a yard, they're going to go for it because they've been getting that yard about every time they need it.
And here they go. They had no questions about it. 4th and short, they're going for it. Wishbone formation behind Wallace. Wallace takes it, hands to Collins. Collins, he's piled up, but they're going to probably give him enough forward progress to have a first down as he picked up about 1.5 yards.
That's going to give those guys some confidence, and they feel pretty good about their chances to get a couple of yards just about every time. Their quarterback goes under center, something you don't see a lot of anymore. A lot of teams go with that run-pass option, but with this offense that Logan Magnolia runs, he's under that. So able to get that quick snap, and the running back is coming with a lot of momentum to get that yard or 2 that they need.
You got to watch for these sneaks, too. As far under there as he is, you could overcommit, and he just takes off with the center. They're going to try to swing this one out to the flat. They do. They find their man, and he is out on the open flat, and he'll be pushed out of bounds. Good hustle, and they're going to throw a late flag. I don't know about that one on Chris Moore. Yeah. The hit was in play. I don't know if they were saying he was going to step out of bounds. That is a tough play as the guy's flying down the sideline.
Yeah, the Kuemper coaches are having to bite their lip because that happened right in front of them. It's one of those plays that it was a very good aggressive play by Chris Moore. You don't want to take that type of play away from him.
It's one-on-one in the open field.
But I also understand they got to protect the safety of kids too. But I thought that was a clean play.
That's a tough one. You can go replay that one all you want. You got a guy flying down the sideline and a safety coming over trying to clear the field. He didn't launch into the head of the guy. It was a clean play. The guy went flying because they're both going. So a 15-yard or a 20-yard pass play turns into a 35-yard play after the penalty. And here's a dive forward by Rice.
That last call was a nice call by Logan Magnolia. We'd started selling out on the run and kind of packing the box a little bit. We were slowing the running game, so they opened it up and went wide. And it was a good play call, a nice play. They executed it perfectly. Unfortunately, we had the hit at the end that they called a penalty, but nonetheless sets them in good position.
9 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Logan Magnolia threatening here on their opening drive. They'll hand it off to the second man around the edge, and not much cooking there as they'll gain about 3, but that's where Roden will be taken out.
Johnny Bass getting a little aggressive, talking a little bit out there, but I'll tell you, that kid comes up, like I said, 150 pounds, and he's not going to let you get anything on him. Really nice hit by John Bass. Evan Adams came over and said, "Hey, John, calm down a little bit here." gets that from his dad, probably.
He's too busy running the
scoreboard. He's listening.
Wallace under center, hands to Collins. No, they'll hand to the second man through. It's Rice, and Rice had no place to go, piled up. They keep giving him about 2 yards on every play, but he's not getting that much forward progress. But it's
several nights in on that play, number 88, and I don't have a name for that. I don't have that number on my roster.
88's Nolan Simons.
That's Nolan Simons? Okay.
That's what this says.
Yeah, I'm going to have to put that on my name, but Will Healy was another one that was in there and brings up a big 4th and 2 now. A big down here early in the third quarter.
4th down and 2. Ball on the near hash, sits on the 18-yard line. Under center goes Wallace. He might have dropped that, or else he just stuttered and went. There was actually movement in the backfield, but nothing's called. And they're going to say he gets the first down.
Tom, I got to wonder, is that a play? Because it looked like he put it to the ground almost like he was faking the fumble and then took off with it.
We'll never know because we don't know the play call.
No.
It just looked really goofy from up here.
It did.
They're going to get the first down on it.
This drive very much like the one to open the ball game where they just controlled the Knights at the line of scrimmage.
They've made 2 4th down conversions. 7:12 to play here in the third quarter. Knights lead 13-6. Logan Magnolia is on the 16 with a 1st and 10. They fake it to Calvin, give it to Roden. Roden's going to be wrapped up after only a pickup of 1.
Nice job by Chris Moore over there. It's Logan Siebenauer coming in. Big hit on that play. Held him to just 1 yard. Maybe a gain of 2, a short 2.
Two guys in the backfield. They move Rice to the wide right side this time. They want to throw it. Wallace drops back, throws over the middle. The ball almost picked off. We do have a flag on the play, though. Right at the foot to Trevor Ryle.
Looks like it's going to be an interference or maybe a hold against the Knights.
Well, he's checking.
That flag came out really quick.
He's checking to see what they want to do on that side, so it might be offensive pass
they
interference.
did. They called it. I can see the guy out there now. We're deciding, our coaches are trying to decide whether they want to take the penalty, decline it. They're not quite sure as the umpire is explaining the call, and I think they just declined it.
It's going to be tough. They're going to So illegal motion was the call. Penalties declined. That'll bring up 3rd down and a long 8. It's a tough decision there. You can add 5 yards to it, but you give them 2 downs back.
Yeah, I think we made the right decision there. Our defense is playing hopefully pretty good right here.
Rice off to the right side. Wallace turns, flips it out to the far side. There's good hustle. Siebenauer reaches out, pulls him down after a pickup of only about 3 yards.
Great job by Logan Siebenauer. Fought off the block from the receiver out there on that side and went and made the play, made a nice tackle over on about the 12-yard line, going to force a 4th and about 6.
For the 3rd time in this drive for the Panthers, the 4th down marker is up. They're not afraid of it. 5:50 to play here in the third quarter.
Key here for the Knights now is just stay home, play good defense, and don't make any mistakes. No penalties. Let's get a 4th down stop here. Don't let them get that momentum back.
They come sprinting to the line. Wallace goes with the hard count. And then a timeout's going to be called by Logan Magnolia. They don't mind using theirs early. 5:32 to play in the third period. Knights lead 13-6 over the Logan Magnolia Panthers. We're back after this 1 minute break here on 1380 and 95.1 KCIM.
For almost 150 years, Roselle Mutual has been insuring homes, farms, and so much more in Carroll and the surrounding communities. We offer outstanding coverage whether you need it for your shiny new car, your next ATV ride in the trails, or boating day on the water, or you're looking to put better protection on your family home and farm. Roselle Mutual and Grinnell Mutual are here to provide you with expertise, exceptional service, and quality insurance for all of your needs. For commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance, give us a call today at 792-4525. Roselle Mutual, proudly insuring the area since 1876.
One of the best kept secrets in Carroll is JP Flooring. I was looking to replace the floor in a couple rooms at home. It can be super overwhelming with all of the options available. I popped by JP Flooring and was super surprised and impressed with the showroom and selection. I had no idea how extensive their product lines were. They have a designer on staff that helped me narrow down what I was looking for. When you change your floors, it changes the whole character of a room. I used their product visualizer and could literally see in advance what the styles would look like in my room. I totally recommend JP Flooring in Carroll.
Well, the question is it trick play time? Or are they just going to line up and come right at the Knights? 4th and 6. Ball on the 12. Logan Magnolia trying to get back into this ball game. Wallace drops under, wants to throw, steps back, throws over the middle, and it is caught for a touchdown. On 4th and 12, he hits the wide open Tarek Rowe for the touchdown.
That was a beautiful strike and an even better catch. Coach Steinkamp was upset with something that wasn't called. I'm not quite sure what it was, if it was a push-off by the receiver, but nonetheless a really nice drive and 3 4th down conversions by Logan Magnolia to take the lead back and get some momentum back in this ball game.
Adame set to kick. He bounced it off the upright his first attempt. This one he pulls to the left, so the Knights still lead 13-12. And it looks as though one of the Knights shaken up on the play. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more football action after this. Knights lead 13-12, 5:26 to play, back in 1 minute on KCIM.
At Carroll County Solid Waste, we deliver environmental services, such as recycling opportunities. You'll find our blue recycle containers at the park, the ball field, on Main Street, and at many summer events. We also have portable event recycling stands for you to borrow, free of charge for your summer gatherings. So while you're out enjoying the summer fun, look for us. We've got your recycling needs covered. We're Carroll County Solid Waste, delivering environmental services together.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
And we welcome you back here as Chris Moore was the down player. He did get up, walk off the field with the help of Trainer Pick there. 5:26 to play. The missed field goal keeps the Knights ahead by 1, 13-12.
Let's hope Chris just has a cramp. It looked like a cramp as they're working on his right leg there.
It is early in the season. So Siebenthaler's back deep with Ryle on the return. They have not had Adami kick any of these deep yet. We'll see if they start now. And this is a line drive right at Ryle. He catches it on a nice skip. He's up to the 25. He's going to get what he can, step out of bounds, and he's thrown down after he was out of play, and they're going to say no. They're not going to get a flag for that one. The official even looked at him and said he's not throwing the flag. So that's an interesting one there. 29-yard line is where Kuemper will have the football.
They haven't stopped the Knights offense now for a while, so let's hope that we can keep our momentum going, use those athletic kids that we've got out there and get them out in space and maybe free somebody here for a big play.
5:21 to play in the third. Knights lead by 1. Vanami comes out with the play, meets in the huddle. The Knights will split 2 to the right, 1 to the left. One man in the backfield. Logan Magnolia shows tight formation, and here's Siebenthaler right through the middle. He's got past the safety. He's at the 45, the 40. Is he going to get some help blocking? The 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Kuemper Knights. Logan Siebenthaler trots 71 yards for the touchdown. And now it looks like he might be cramping up over by the time clock there.
Yes, he's down. I hope he's okay, but it looks like a cramp as well. But just as I said, we've got the ability for a big play. Boom, we pull it off. Great blocking through the interior of the line, and Logan just blasted through there, took off, got to the left side of the field, and he was gone.
So they answer rather quickly.
But kind of scary, you know, 2 straight plays, and we've got 2 of our best players down with injuries of some sort. Chris Moore still sitting over here on the bench.
Now cramping, not unusual for game number 1. It is not hot to us. We're enjoying it, but we didn't have to put on pads, a helmet, and start going out there. And you could see, I mean, he just ran 71 yards. I'd be tired too.
Yeah, he's up and going now. He's just such a competitor. He's one of those kids that any fan that's a fan of Kuemper, you just got to love him.
I would have been tired at the 50 probably on that thing. I'm tired just talking about him running.
Yeah, say hi to one of our listeners out there, Taxidermy Rod, I call him, but Rod Smith and his wife Jacy, big Kuemper fans listening down in Dedham.
Glad to have them tuned in. Here's the swinging gate again. Fitzsimmons, last time the snap was low to Houseman. This time it's a good snap, it's down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Knights strike rather quickly. They lead by 8, 20-12, 5:08 to play here in the third. Back after this 1 minute timeout.
Seems.
At the Present Company, we will help you transition your home and wardrobe with the changing seasons. Hi, this is Andrea. Whether you're looking to get warm and toasty this winter, or it's time for a light and airy lift this spring, shop our collection of boutique-style clothing, gorgeous accessories, and purses. Add personal style to your home with unique home decor pieces that will warm your rooms from wall to wall. Infuse your home and your wardrobe with style from the Present Company in Audubon.
Opening touchdowns for both teams on their opening drive here in the second half. It took about half the second half for Logan Magnolia, 3 4th down attempts, and they find the end zone. Kuemper hands it off one time, and it's a 71-yard trot by Siebenthaler. 20-12 is where the score sits, 5:08 to play. And you mentioned something good, motor in player of the game. Siebenthaler's trying to notch one of those for his belt. We'll see how the rest of the game plays out. Here's Fitzsimmons, going to put a boot into this one. This time, Wallace had moved over so he could take it again. He wants to the right side. Good job taking on the blocks, but he sneaks through, and now he'll be wrestled down. Good tackle there. John Bass coming in to get the tackle. Went high and wrestled him down.
Nice play there by Benny Gherkin as well, coming down. He's got the first hit on it, and John came in and cleaned up on it. I get a kick out of John. He's out there banging on his helmet. He just loves to play.
Now the Knights defense back out there. The good news is they lead by 8. The bad news is the defense didn't get much break from being defense.
Siebenthaler's on the bench right now. I don't know if I see, do you see Moore out there? Did he go back out? I know he was up and stretching. Looks like now he's still over here on the side as well, I believe.
4-3 front. They try to get it to Rice. Rice is running backwards. No place to go as he is brought down. And a great tackle out there on the far side.
Jake Houseman just came up from his safety and just really laid a look. I couldn't see who had their hands on him first, but a really nice job by Haas coming up there filling that hole. It looks like he's cramping a little bit too now as he's trying to stretch out his left leg. Yeah, he's hurting over there a little bit. Jake's another one of those kids. Went out for wrestling, and he said it just made me tougher, and he's done a really good job.
2nd down and 12. He's gonna line up against Adame.
That's a little bit of a mismatch from a size standpoint.
We've got to see what we had.
I think we had a timeout called. I'm not quite sure, but Coach Steinkamp's out. Yeah, he saw something he didn't like. I think he's upset with a couple of his kids for not being in the right position.
Oh, it's a false start. False start.
On top of it.
And then a timeout called. So I guess that's going to work out fine, but I think he was more upset he didn't get the timeout called when he wanted it. He's out there talking to his team. We're going to step away for 30 seconds. Back after this on 1380 KCIM and 95.1 FM.
Dries Company. People want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Dries Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Dries Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
Well, there's been a lot of talking between the umpires, and they're going to keep it as a penalty and a timeout. So it'll be 2nd down and about 17 for the Panthers. They'll split 2 receivers to the left side of the formation. I formation behind Wallace. Coach Steinkamp doing a dance, making sure the coverage is right, up and down the sideline. Wallace goes under center, turns. They want to throw this. There's pressure in the backfield. The ball's thrown up and picked off. The Knights have it. Going the other way is DJ Vanami into the end zone. Touchdown, Kuemper Knights on a 35-yard interception return.
That athleticism for the Knights is really starting to show up now. Vanami just went up, picked that off. Had pretty good pressure from our defensive line, and that was really a wounded duck from the start. And the Knights now jumping all over this thing, 26-12.
Took them a little bit to get woken up, but the Knights have strung some big plays together, and they now lead 26-12. They set up the swinging gate. I wish I could travel with the Knights all season to see when they decide not to swing the gate. That'll be the time, I guess.
They do it just about every time.
But you got to see the couple times they don't. That's the secret. Houseman to hold. Snap is good. Kick is good off the foot of Fitzsimmons. The Knights have done a good job here. A couple big plays. They now lead 27-12 over the Panthers of Logan Magnolia. We're back after a 1-minute break on 1380 KCIM 95.1 FM.
When it comes to sports,
from footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Oh, hell no! Not again! Has the roof on your home or business been damaged by the recent hailstorm? Does your roof need looked at? Let our hail damage experts at Brinks Exteriors work for you to get you a new roof. Call 712 Roof Pro. We know the last thing you want to do is worry about your biggest investment. Hail happens, but we can fix it. Call Brinks Exteriors now for a free roof inspection. 712 Roof Pro.
Fitzsimmons set to kick off again. 3:58 to play in the third. The Knights lead 27-12. He'll put a big boot into this one, trying to keep it to the right side. Wallace has it, and he's going to decide to go straight forward. He gets through 2 tackles, tries to sneak through the third, and that's not going to happen as he is horse wrangled right there. That might have been
Nolan Simons got the initial
Nolan
hit.
Simons. He held on, too. He wasn't going to let him go anywhere. Just waited for some buddies to help hit a little bit more.
Again, the speed of this team really shows up on things like kickoffs because we're getting downfield really well. Tommy's getting some nice kicks, some good lift under the football, and as a result, we're getting good coverage and holding them for reasonably decent starting field position at the 25.
This is a solid Logan Magnolia team. Don't expect them to go home quietly, but they're not really built with this offense to come back from too many scores down. Trailing 27-12.
I'm still amazed that this center weighs all of 140 pounds.
Gets off the ball quickly. 4-man front. Wallace drops back, wants to throw again. He airs it out. He's got his man, but the ball is thrown short. Right there was Jake Hausman, step for step down the field, but just left that one a bit short.
Good coverage on Jake's behalf. If he'd have turned when the receiver turned and looked, he might have been able to make the adjustment to get the interception. But as it is, going to be 2nd and 10 for the Panthers at their own 25-yard line.
Kind of surprised to see him just decide to come out throwing the last couple times.
Well, they probably thought maybe they'd catch off us napping a little bit again, but again, good defense by Kuemper.
Tie formation, 2 men in the backfield, 1 man out to the right. Wallace takes the snap, fakes it to Calvin. Now he's going to keep it. He decides he's going to go up the middle. He's got past the 40, and then he's still on his feet. He'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So a 30-yard run on a designed option, and he never pitched it.
Great job of running the ball, running that option, got out there on the right side. Juked Jake Hausman a little bit, and Jake's coming out on that. I think the coaches want to have a coaching moment on that. Just say, hey, Jake, here's how you want to play that situation as number 82 comes in the lineup, Ben Gherkin.
And it looks like he's just going to get a breather quick. That's one of those, you're not supposed to let anything outside yet. They had the blitz going inside. He took the outside guy, so nothing got out. Yep. The help just wasn't there in time.
Right.
Here's that wishbone formation again from the Panthers. They'll turn, fake to the first guy, give to the second guy, and that second guy is Rice. He'll climb forward for about 4 yards.
Good news for Kuemper. Chris Moore's back in the lineup again. It was just a cramp base in on the tackle again from his cornerback position. If you want to find Johnny Bass, just find the ball. He'll be there around it somewhere.
2nd and 6. They'll hand off to the first man through, and he'll be cut down after a gain of about 4. Trying to give it to Collins and sneak something by, but the Knights were ready for it.
Good penetration by Evan Adams, but a really nice adjustment by the running back to sneak off, bounce off of him as Simons comes out of the lineup for the Knights. Will comes out. Will's had a good ball game for the Knights tonight.
Gherkin's in at strong safety right now for the Knights. Here's that wishbone formation. The crowd shaking the press box on the defense. Second man through again, and it's going to be enough for a first down as they got 3 yards.
When they attack the middle of that Kuemper line, they've been pretty successful with it as Nolan Simons comes back in, replacing Jace Pruitt.
And that's one thing with this Logan Magnolia squad. They just 3 yards, and if they need a 4th down, they'll just try to run it again.
Yeah, they look at it every series almost as a 4-down series. Minute 35 now left here in the 3rd quarter, so there's plenty of time. They got to get stops on the Kuemper side, but fortunately we've been able to answer everything they brought at us so far.
Knights lead 27-12. Here's Collins up the middle again. He'll be brought down, looks like 7. And they are keeping this thing between the tackles on about 80% of these runs.
Yeah, that's where they're most successful. That kid really hits the hole hard, though. I mean, when he came through that, bam! I mean, he's right there.
So it'll be 2nd down and about 4, long 3, with 60 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter. Knights leads 27-12. See if the Knights can turn them away. Wallace goes with the hard count. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, there was
either.
movement.
either he ended up with the ball and he wasn't ready for it. It looked like the fake thing they ran before, so I don't know. After seeing that, I'm concerned that the last play was supposed to be something like that.
Almost looked like the center was supposed to snap it and he didn't. Or
well, he had the ball, but he didn't take off. Like he wasn't expecting to have to be moving.
That might have been the case. Whatever the case, going to set up second down and 8 here from the 31-yard line.
They'll put Rice to the left side, dual backs in the backfield, and they're going to try to pitch this one to the edge. They got Anderson, he's got some wheels. Remember, he had the big penalty last time after a run, and he's going to get this to the 19-yard line. So a pickup of 12 and a first down.
Nice lead blocking out there by the Panthers. Took the Knight secondary pretty much out of the play. Gained up, about 12 yards. The Knights have got to buckle up here on one of these drives. They need a good stop. Every time that Logan is driven, they've gotten the ball into the end zone or made some good positive yardage.
1st and 10 from the 19th. They'll go 2 receivers to the right. Wallace wants to wing it out. This time they get it to Anderson again. Anderson, no place to go this time as he is wrapped up. I believe that's Mr. Gherkin coming up from the safety spot.
Really nice two-arm tackle around the legs by Betty Gherkin coming up from the safety.
Filling in out there, and the next man up mentality for this Knights program showing off there.
The Knights got a lot of depth at those type of positions, that they're skill positions. We just don't have a lot of depth in the line, but the cornerbacks, safeties, running backs, we've got good depth at all of those, and the kids that come in, we don't miss much.
Second down and 9, and Logan Magnolia says we'll play at the other end. 3 quarters in the books. Knights lead 27-12 over the Panthers. We're back after this 1-minute timeout on 1380, 95.1 FM, KCIM.
At
How about this?
It's gonna work.
I think so too.
American Family Insurance wants to help you bring your dream home to life. New homeowners can save an average of 22%.
American Family Insurance.
For details, contact Nicole Unken at Nicole Unken Agency. Call 712-792-1262 or stop by 412 Highway 30 today.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Friday night football action on a beautiful August evening here at the Carroll Football Stadium, as our own videographer Tyler Bruner getting the student section wound up a little bit down there. 4th quarter action, the Knights lead 27-12. The Panthers knocking at the door on the 19-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 9. They head towards the rec center on the near hash mark. Collins and Roden in the backfield. They're going to pitch this out to Roden. Roden looked like he might want to stop and throw. He cuts it back up, and he'll be knocked down after a pickup of about 3 yards.
Nice defensive play over there by Kobe Lampman. Took on his block, fought it off, got the leg tackle, gave up a couple of yards, but a really nice play. He was kind of out there by himself. Just got another text from the Regaler family. And Carroll up 28-0, having a really nice start to the season going into the 4th quarter over at Denison.
Good start for the Tigers over there. Here we are, back under center goes Wallace. Fakes it, he's got the option going again. And this time he's going to hold on to it, and he will be cut down. Great job of Gherkin coming up from that safety spot and just chopping out some legs and taking him down. That's going to be a short pickup of about 2 yards, but he had to run about 15 of them to get it.
Good pursuit by Evan Adams from his DN position there, too. I thought they might run away from Evan a little bit more, but they have not been afraid of him tonight, but he's been up to the task. It's 4th and 3 here again.
4th down and a long 2, maybe 3 yards to go. I don't know that the Knights have got him off the field on a 4th down yet.
They're going to have to hurry
up. Can they do it this time?
They're down to 9 seconds on the play clock.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's going to be close. They look like they hustled the snap, and they're going to get him off. They got the snap off. No gain as Wallace didn't get it to Collins, and the Knights end up with the turnover on down.
Nice stop by the Kuemper defense. Logan Siebenoller in there, along with Will Healy's another number coming up from the bottom of the pile. Big stop for the Knights, 10-27 now. They get the ball back, and probably going to be a little bit more conservative, maybe down on their own end of the field, but we got a 15-point lead, and got the thing going our way for sure.
They found some good things here in the second half. The first quarter they might ride off, but the last 2 have been good. They'll see what they can do with the last one here. The Knights with the lead, handoff up the middle. Siebenoller cuts back to the 25, so I have a pickup of 14, and again, that was a big seam up the middle.
Yeah, just big seam, got him into the backside of the defense, got behind the linebackers, and made a nice cut, picked up about another 10 yards.
Approaching the 10-minute mark in this ball game. Knights lead 27-12 over the Logan Magnolia Panthers. Tom Hawkamp and Doug Waniger on the call. Glad to have you with us. Vanami takes the snap, gives it back inside Siebenoller. How about we go up the middle again for another 8, maybe even 9 yards this time. Just ride the horse that brought you tonight.
A name we haven't called a lot because the offensive line, but Connor Hayes, the center, and they're doing a really nice job of blocking, taking out everybody in front of him, and they're just running right behind him right now, and they're doing a good job with it.
Pistol formation. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They fake it to Siebenoller. DJ's going to keep it. He goes with a stiff arm to the helmet, and he's going to wrestle forward. And now the Knights finally going to get a late hit out of bounds on the quarterback. So he picked up 6 yards on the run, and it looks like we're going to get some extra yardage here.
Yeah, we're going to get another 15 for that late hit, and he was well out of bounds, and they came. It wasn't a hard hit, but you got to back off when they're on the sidelines. Knights making a statement now. Really like to see this. They're going to put this thing away. Hands on the hips a little bit for the ball club from Logan Magnolia.
So the ball moves to the 46-yard line inside Panther territory. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Knights. They're on the near hash mark. To the right side goes Lampman and Ryle. Here's the snap, handoff to Siebenoller, right up the middle. Siebenoller going to pick up about 4, maybe even got 5 as he was upended.
Again, nice job by Connor Hayes opening that hole in the middle. He got off the pile, and he had his guy buried underneath. But Logan's just seeming to get better as the game goes on, kind of like a fine wine.
You know, Siebenoller, 5'9", 165-pound senior in there, just shrugging through, taking the tackles, taking the power. Like you'd see a lot of 200-pound backs just power through the middle, and he just keeps those legs churning. He'll stand to the right side of DJ. Gherkin split to the left side. Again, they'll move Ryle and Lampman to the right side. Pistol formation. DJ takes it. He's going to keep it this time as a design quarterback sweep. He gets around the corners, got the first down. He'll be brought down at the 30. A pickup of 12 on the QB sneak to the right side.
Good complete team play there. Good blocking. Nice decision by Vanami. It was obviously a called run, and they got the defense going one way. He took it the other way. Got a nice gain down to the 30-yard line.
So the Knights have kept it on the ground thus far. They lead 27-12, 8:18 on the clock, and tick it away.
Tom, we continue to see the athleticism of this team. It's really good. I think they're going to have a lot of fun this year if they keep playing like this.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Split end to the right side. Siebenoller takes the snap from Vanami, dives forward. That's only going to be a pickup of 2. Siebenoller kind of got spun around and just kept his legs going. Had the beeper on in reverse there for a little bit.
Yeah, number 56 for Logan Magnolia really got a good wrap on him and just pounded him to the ground, but that's where that little 160-pound body takes quite a beating when he runs into the middle of that line like that. Kuemper student body getting a little excited down here. Yeah.
They got the freshman cheer signs going. Somebody brought the marker board. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Knights from the 28. Ball on the far hash mark. The 2 receivers to the left. They'll hand it back to Siebenthaler up the middle. It's been the same play calls kind of all over and over on this run.
Yeah, Logan's still running hard, line still blocking, but pretty good defense that time by Logan Magnolia. But the Knights, they're not going to be in any hurry. Clock running, 7 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Got a 15-point lead.
Unofficially 170 yards on that carry tonight for Siebenthaler.
Like I said earlier, it's just so good to have him back in the lineup. We sure wish we would have had him last year. Probably would have helped us in a few ball games.
This time, Siebenthaler not going to be in the backfield. He's going to line up over on the left side. DJ Benami, the lone man, wants to air this one out, throws it up, short, touchdown! 26-yard touchdown pass. Couldn't see who got that. Is that Gherkin? It is Ben Gherkin. The 26-yard touchdown catch from DJ Benami.
Ben made a really nice play there. He saw the ball. He knew it was going to be a little bit behind him, stepped backwards just a little bit into the side, left the defensive back run past him, made the catch, and took it into the end zone.
So it looks like they'll line up to kick this one. Fitzsimmons back out there. Snap's good, holds down. Kick is good. The Knights lead 34-12 over Logan Magnolia with 6:26 to play in this contest. We'll take a 60-second break. Come back with more football action on KCIM.
Visiting DePaco Credit Union was the thing that started all this.
We had a lot of student loan debt, low credit scores for bad decisions we had made in our younger years.
We thought it was the point where you could never come back from it. We've always wanted to own our own restaurant, so I just kind of floated the idea like, oh, I found this food truck.
I was like, yeah, let's try it. DePaco helped us so much with just putting everything together.
Definitely life-changing for us.
What we have right now would not have been possible without DePaco Credit Union.
At New Way Ford in Coon Rapids and New Way Auto in Jefferson, we make your vehicle buying experience stress-free. Our sales team will help determine your vehicle needs with options and features that you desire. Our finance team will explain financing terms and options best for each customer. Our service team is always here for you, from our Oil Changes for Life program to our exclusive warranty forever. We work to keep your New Way vehicle going long after the sale. Stop by and let our family help yours get into the next car, truck, or SUV.
6:26 to play in the contest, and Kuemper has blown this one wide open, leading 34-12 over Logan Magnolia. Fitzsimmons set to kick again. High end over end kick is going to be caught, and almost stepping out of bounds was Anderson, and he's going to be tackled at the 11-yard line. Now we're going to have a late flag on the play, so we'll have to see. He was tiptoeing the sidelines after he caught it. Now we'll wait and see what the flag's for.
Not sure if that was 82 or 32, but if it was 82 down on that tackle that it looked like, that's Ben Gherkin again.
He has had an outstanding start to the season.
It was either him or 32. And that would
got a block in the back.
Will Simons.
That's going to be half the distance to the goal.
Wheels have kind of fallen off now for Logan Magnolia. 6:18 left here in the ball game. Tom, 34-12. Got a nice text here from Dave Bruner, listening up in Wisconsin, saying nice job there, Tom. So, Dave, thanks for listening. Appreciate you cheering for the Knights and listening to Carroll Broadcasting on KCIM.
Always good to find out who's out there listening. G-Man Whitaker also out there listening, Mr. Chris Whitaker. Here's a quick play up the middle. They're going to give him about 6 on the dive to the right side, and that is back to the fullback, Collins.
We hope somebody's listening. It kind of defeats the purpose of doing this if nobody is. But a lot of fun to cover the Knights. A lot more fun to cover a game that's looks like it's going to be a win like this one with the Knights up 34-12.
That's the fun part about radio. You just never know. You hope somebody's out there.
You find something else to talk about if the game's not going.
We don't even know if this thing's on, you know.
Got Mr. Bruner stepping in the office.
Here's a handoff again. They're going to give it to the second man, and Roden had no place to go. Should have probably gave that one to Collins.
Will Healy just brought the lumber on that play. That's the way you like to see kids hitting. Good,
3rd down and 2.
Good clean hit, but he hit him hard. Kuemper sideline, see some guys high-fiving each other. They're feeling good about this game.
Looks like we might see a different quarterback coming in. We got some guys playing catch. It'll be 3rd down and 3. They fake it to Collins, and again, stuffed in the backfield. This time, that was Bryce, had no place to go. They'll give him a yard on the carry.
Trying to get those numbers. Again, number 55 that time. Number I haven't called yet. Tate Barrett, there's a young sophomore that I think is going to be just a tremendous ball player. Again, got to know him a little bit through the wrestling season, and the kid's tough. He's a competitor. He'll get after it.
Tyler Stoke just checked in for the Kuemper Knights.
Still got the main core of our defense in there.
It's 4th down and a long one. 2 backs, turn, hand to Collins, and this time he's going to sneak forward. He's going to pick up about 4 on that dive. Actually, that's a new running back. That's number 1. Just got number 1 in. That is Harley Christensen.
Carter Whelan checking into the ball game. Takes is it Chris Moore out of the ball game? You know, at this point, you don't want anybody to get injured. So the job's been done. And
John Anthofer's on that front line right now. Number 64.
Okay.
Here's another handoff right side and a dive forward across the 20-25 yard line. Christensen's got a burst of speed, maybe not a power back, but he grabs the ball and he runs hard. 10 yards on 2 carries for him.
Knights really starting to substitute now as we've got several kids. Will Healy coming out of the ball game. Will had a nice ball game. He's undersized for that defensive line position, but he's not going to give you anything, and that's kind of what we're seeing with this Knight team here in the second half. I mean, everything other than those 2 drives, we've really played some pretty good defense.
The defensive end on the far side, that's number 54, so that's Bryce Wiskus. Here's a rush to the outside. They got Anderson back in the ball game, and he is fast. He is going to be pushed out of bounds at the 50, so that's going to be a 25-yard run by him. And he has got some speed.
John Bass looks like he maybe turned an ankle or something over there, chasing him out of bounds.
Here comes our buddy Gherkin back in.
Oh,
he's had a solid game.
Did they say he stepped out of bounds or something back
Yeah,
there?
at the 50.
Okay, got it. I missed that. 59 coming out of the ball game. That's Kyle Sundrup. Kyle's had a nice ball game tonight.
Looks like Kent Sanders in at one of the linebacker positions. Trying to get these guys' names out there with 2:44 to play in this contest. Here's Christensen again. They line that little guy up. He's 5'10", 147 pounds, and he's playing fullback right now.
My favorite neighbor kid, Carson Caney, into the ball game right now. Coming over in the corner, his base checks out. I think John's limping a little bit. Try to catch some of these other numbers. I don't know. Missing any?
Can't tell if that's Fitzsimmons now over on the far side.
I don't.
Nope, that's 10.
Think they
that's
would.
Lampman still out there.
I don't think you'll see Fitzsimmons in the lineup too often. He's just so valuable as a kicker because he just doesn't miss.
They're going to roll out, want to throw. They've got their man, and the ball is dropped.
Good job by Chris
Wallace
Moore.
still in at quarterback for the Panthers. 1:55 on the clock. Kuemper leads 34-12.
You know, it's really good, you know, to have games like this where you can get some of these young kids. Kyson Pierce coming into the ball game now, number 51. But some of these young kids get some varsity experience, and it's on the winning side instead of on the downside like we were last year when we played these guys.
3rd down and about 8. The hand to the second man through. He made it through contact. That's Anderson again. He is fast, but he is wrapped up after a pickup of only 2. And in there on the tackle, looks like Kent Sanders. So good job there of him getting to that Anderson. That Anderson, he's got some speed. My guess is we'll hear about him more in track.
You know, Kent's a fast kid, too. He wrestles for the Knights as well. And we've called his name on several kickoffs tonight where he's been down on plays. Now he's getting a chance to play on the defensive side of the football, and he's just as aggressive as number 79 comes in the ball game.
Sean Whittrop.
Sean Whittrop.
Nice to see all these guys getting some playing time.
Mason Roy was in
3rd down
there
and
for a
7
few
on the
snaps.
clock, 4th on the field. Here's the pass out with Wallace to Anderson. Anderson is ran down.
Extremely well played by Kobe
That is going to be a
Lampman.
short gain, and I believe that'll be the 2nd turnover on downs for Logan Magnolia.
Extremely well played over there by Kobe Lampman from his cornerback position. Came up, fought off the block, got the tackle.
2 straight turnover on downs to get LoMa off the field after not being able to do it.
Probably going to have a change at quarterback here, I would guess. Thought I saw Cooper bottom. I mean, you know, Cooper was the starter
Looks
last
like
year.
DJ's out there.
Is DJ still out there? Yeah, he is. Okay.
So with 58 seconds to go, 34-12. Looks like they're trying to figure out a few things. Maybe an extra guy on the field, where somebody's supposed to line up. Coach Steinkamp a little disappointed in the way the substitutions went. So he's going to take a timeout.
Still got a lot of the starters in the ball game, but don't imagine we're going to do too much with it here. We're probably just going to run the clock.
I think they're just trying to figure out who's supposed to be out there, who's not supposed to be out there.
40 seconds left, 41 seconds left in the ball game. 34-12 lead. Time to just salt this one away and let the clock run out. Can't imagine LoMa's going to try to stop the clock down 3 scores at this point. So good win for the Knights, though. Good start and avenging a loss that they had last year. They got the exact same schedule this year that they had last year. So 4-5 last year. Let's hope we can turn that around and gain 3 or 4 on top of it.
DJ takes the snap, steps back a yard, puts his knee down. The bad news about that is that's a negative 6-yard play for DJ.
Oh, well.
Maybe step closer to the center there, buddy.
That'll only matter if he ends up with 995 yards at the end of the year instead of 1,000.
It's always the tough part at the end.
But that's definitely doing the right thing. Game's put away and
kind of snapped that one in a little bit of a hurry, but should be enough to end the ball game as it was under 25 seconds.
And it will be.
The Knights going to be victorious here in the opener. They get the win over LoMa, 34-12. LoMa started off hot, drove right down the field, 96 yards, took the lead 6-0. Then the Knights in the second quarter answered back. Simons had a 7-yard touchdown catch. Siebenaller had a 10-yard run. They went into halftime up 13-6, but then it was a march right down the field by LoMa to put it to 13-12 right after the break, and then the Knights opened it up with a 71-yard run from Siebenaller, a 35-yard pick six by DJ Benami, and a 26-yard Benami to Gherkin pass, and the Knights win 34-12. The post-game show brought to you by Mackey Motors is coming up. Stay tuned here on 1380 KCIM and 95.1 FM.
DMAC's 11,000 square foot expansion is done. It features a state-of-the-art welding lab and classroom. Students can learn on their schedule a variety of welding techniques and methods now available on the DMAC Carroll campus. The expansion also includes a brand new commons area that features study spaces and will host many events, including guest speakers. With this new space, students can easily access one-on-one support from advisors and counselors. To make your educational goals a reality, come see our expansion today or call us at 792-1755.
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
This is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
Being a part of a team is not only fun, it can give our students a sense of identity and help them develop long-term relationships. This is Dr. Nate Luth, Next Generation Chiropractic. Student athletes, make sure you are taking care of your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court, and having regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body. Good luck to all area student athletes this season. Let's stay healthy and have fun.